button.
Then
Hello, everyone. The oncoming storm. I am Bugboy1014, otherwise known as Finreal, and I'm joined by a relatively small group because more and more people have been dropping out of Timeline 1, but that's fine. The characters are mostly still there, and the group's fine. So, I'm a bit exasperated and a bit late. Apologies, this intro is going to be weird. I'm joined by my friends Fox, Surtur, and Rhino Darkstar.
Hello.
Hello.
Would you all like to say what you did during your downtime? Or I was gonna say, would you all like to introduce your characters? But it's as if they're new characters. Everyone knows what your characters are.
Yeah, the only one that needs to introduce a character is me.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to that in session. That'll be revealed in session. Would everyone like to recap what they did in the downtime for all their characters?
I went to get a hobo kit.
Shit. If you want, I can go first.
I'll let Rattle go first. Anyway, Rattle, what do you do?
Okay.
I went to get a hobo kit.
Oh, okay.
Set up the door for the
Your
Lucky
mic
Dragon
working, by the way,
in.
Rattle.
I can hear Rattle just fine. There might be something on your end, Fox.
Yeah, your mic is
Mine-
staticky.
I will need to do the same because I'm not hearing Rattle either.
Yeah, I tried restarting my Discord.
Can you hear me now?
Oh. Yeah, there might be like a Discord update or something. Okay, let me completely erase Discord and come back then.
Yep. Okay. Well, technical difficulties, everyone. Give me a skip a second.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Just
can
speaking,
you-
Rattle?
I'm talking right now.
He's talking right now. Can you not hear him?
No.
Oh, that's it. Check what volume you have him at.
100%.
Crank
all
it
like,
up
what?
to 200.
I'm trying as high as I can go.
You
I'm
said.
gonna
Sorry, go ahead.
gonna leave the rejoin.
As high as I could go.
100% is not as high as they can go. I know we can go up to 200. If you right-click their image. Okay, and I'm inviting those two back again.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I could hear them just fine this entire time.
I'm so sorry. I was just
it's good.
confused.
Yeah, I was confused too for the whole. I thought Rattle was just not speaking the entire time we were in the voice chat, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I got confused, and that's why I'm like, oh yeah, he's typing. Like, are you able to? I thought that's legit. Oh yeah, that's why he's typing because he can't speak for some reason.
So, when I was having conversations to Rattle, you thought I was just talking to myself?
I thought you were talking to one of us.
No, I was talking to. I've been talking to Rattle a lot. I was like saying like, oh god, yeah. No, Rattle's been talking for a while now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So this is what it looks like when you meet like a schizophrenic person that actually speaks out loud.
Yeah.
Because
This is what it
I was
looks
not.
This is what it looks like when you walk on someone who's talking to themselves in the grocery store, and then you realize they have a Bluetooth in their ear.
I mean, to be
Yes.
fair, I talk to myself, but that's to make mental notes.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
that's literally what it was. It was basically only hearing one side of the conversation, walking in a room with someone with a phone or something.
Yeah.
Because I at least this is the first time I hear Rattle of the entire day.
Interesting. I've heard him all day. Also, you know what I forgot? And I forgot.
Did
I
you?
forgot to get Barterfied music. I need Barterfied music.
Oh right, I had music from a video game in my ears that I didn't realize was slightly on, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice. I'll keep it on."
I mean, go ahead if you want to keep it on. That's fine. I need music for my stream.
Yep.
If you open up my
Did I
browser,
just-
you'll get that.
Should I just continue what I was saying?
go ahead and continue what you were saying. I could hear what you were saying before, but they couldn't.
Okay, I was getting a hovercliff and setting up the door to the Lucky Dragon Inn.
Yeah.
I'm-
It's why earlier when Rattle was talking and Cathanglas said, I can go first, I was like, I'll let Rattle continue because Rattle was in the middle of explaining that when Spock said that.
You said I'll let Rao continue. I'm like, I don't hear him. Did I do something wrong? And then I got very nervous. And I almost became very apologetic. I'm sorry.
You're already
I'm glad
very apologetic. What are you talking about?
I'm glad you mentioned it because I didn't catch on to the word continue, and I was like, oh, I guess he didn't start yet.
It was Discord being buggy.
Yeah. It
What's
happened.
Discord being Discord?
No, not investigating a mystery. I don't want to investigate.
I think I had the most open title. If you see it, just what now?
What was everyone's reaction be to the symbols appearing on Rattle last session?
You want to hear the... before that. You want to hear the funny part about the fact that you guys couldn't hear him?
What?
OBS could hear Rattle.
Sorry.
It's just kind of funny that, like, my OBS streaming thing could hear him, but not YouTube.
So like how my first instinct. Oh yeah, Discord isn't working. What do I do? Refresh roll 20.
Sure, that'll help.
I legit checked on Rattle's character sheet. I'm like, are you okay?
Okay, anyway. So what were you saying, Rattle?
I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about herbalism kits and such and such.
I was setting up the go to the tavern as well.
There is some music I'll be using for now. Just Adventure Begins because I couldn't find anything better right now. And I'm just going to keep the playlist of travel pace music going. So we're just going to have travel music because you're kind of traveling through the air right now. So why not?
Yeah.
And we can't have airship music constantly.
Up, shop, shop, shop.
I mean, that's not
Raid.
necessarily a bad thing, but like it gets samey.
We also have a dragon on one side of the group. One side
Also-
of the hotline.
Okay, anyone watching at home, go ahead and let me know how loud or quiet it is on the actual stream. I want to make sure it's not overpowering my voice or the people's voices. So, I'm talking to my stream as if there's anyone in the chat. There isn't. But anyone who wants this in the future in YouTube, comment down below and tell me if the audio is okay.
One said yes.
What was that?
One said yes.
One said yes. How do you know that one said yes? I didn't even see that.
One will say yes.
Oh. Did
Mostly
you already comment?
because it's my actual name and I don't like having that shown for obvious reasons.
Fair enough. I'm like, wait, did you comment or are you predicting the future somehow?
Predicting the future, of course.
Great. You've been hanging around with my wife a lot. My wife is the inexplicable thing to be able to predict the future sometimes. Not all the time.
This has not
sometimes.
You know this has not been a recent thing. I've been doing this since I was like 11 or something.
I know, but she's really fucking good at it, and I don't know how. And it's not scientifically possible, and she still does it anyway.
I just have like a weird knack for timing is all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, now I need to post that meme. Anyway, go ahead, Bridal.
yeah. I put something in the chat.
It's just I'm just this meme with her. I posted in D&D 5e official. But
I just have very good timing, is all.
I know.
And it's weird.
I love that girl.
So yeah, I had a Raid Shadow Legends ad.
Shut up, Rachel Legends. Why are you
So, like-
advertising on my videos? I don't even get monetization.
Yeah. I would think
Unless YouTube randomly gave me monetization when I didn't know about it. I'm not getting paid.
I would think that one of the groups has a dragon as a party member.
Both groups technically have a well. Yeah, and technically Timeline 1 should have 2 dragons as party members, but they don't yet because Hunari's not back.
Oh,
Yeah, Korsoka is actually a full dragon as well.
Yeah, forgot about Karsuka.
Yeah,
uh,
he's a full dragon soul bonded to a owlet named Hunari.
There's Cathanglas. He's question mark.
We're not going to talk about what Cathanglas is or isn't.
Yeah, I feel it could take an hour if we tried.
This is gonna end up being a SCP.
No, because the SCP Foundation is not canon in my series.
But in terms of like how they are, he basically is one.
How did you come? How did you come here? Yes.
Just because you're an
Surtur.
anomaly does not make you an SCP.
You're the fit.
Let's get back to the actual session. So, we talked about what Rattle did in their background. In what they did during the downtime. Surtur, how about you go? What do you do during downtime?
During downtime, I got a few books of magical knowledge. One involving trying to get rid of contamination, which I just realized I forgot to return all my books.
Oh, trust me. As we got close to the session, Zokurai would have teleported to you and basically knocked on your door and said, "Hey, give my damn book back."
Oh, it's not from Zokurai. Yoka thing was one book of contamination.
Yeah, that too.
True.
I think you forgot a word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You could probably give that back this session. Either way.
Then I finally used the Find Familiar spell I got like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Apparently use.
So I decided to get an owl. We spent way too long in downtime trying to make an armor for a purpose that, with the rules you set up, we both forgot would be impossible to do.
Right. He wanted to make armor with a spell embedded, the Dragon Breath spell, which he was going to Glorify to do that, but then he forgot that Glorify has a 1 pound limit on, you need at least 1 pound for the armor, and because of how small an owl is, it would be tiny. The armor would be
Yeah.
tiny size. And that's not
Yeah.
enough to get 1 pound of material.
Yeah. A 4-pound armor on an owl would be like a 256-pound armor on a medium-sized character.
It would be 4 times increasing the weight, which, by the way, it does not need to be at least a small geode. It just needs to be at least a crystal, and a crystal is a 1 pound thing.
I thought small geode was a pound.
Small geode is 10 pounds.
Oh.
For things to be a geode, it needs to be at least 10 pounds. The geode in the Phantom, for example, was 20 pounds. Meanwhile, the geode inside of the Elemental in Timeline 2 during the Dwarven Mine was 100 pounds. Just to give some ideas of different crystals and their weights in the campaign. That's how I'm classifying them.
And also, I got a new subclass from a Quandrix Primer. Let me open my character. She didn't get the name right.
Yep,
No.
Quandrix.
Come on, I got the name right.
And you also found out something else about the Quandrix Primer, which is why you're able to get the subclass. Do you remember that little fact?
Oh yeah, I don't know how I got it, but apparently it was the one I had before I lost my memories.
It was his old yearbook. Yeah, he just randomly found it in his bags, and he doesn't know why or how he got it. So that was fun. We got to get Quandrix stuff, and we got to talk about all the stuff, which makes that GIF I posted even more ironic, because now Surtur can unironically do that, given how much of a math nerd his character is now. Not scientifically possible. Anyway.
For some reason, I feel like it was because of the paradox I created.
What
Oh,
paradox?
and
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and I also got the proficiency in calligrapher's tool. You mentioned it. I wrote it and never went back on it.
Yeah, because he wanted to write some books.
Yeah.
Because of the fake card I used.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
fake card
yeah.
on you. What would the fake card affect his yearbook though?
And then like, I don't know.
No, the fake cards. We already went over what happened. I mean, I guess we'll go over what happened last session. If you guys want me to. But a lot happened last session. If you guys didn't see it, go watch it. I don't want to go over it right now. But let's just say big events happened. The world nearly ended, and Rattle Darkstar pulled out an Erno reverse card. Like the D&D equivalent of Uno reverse.
Yep.
Which, to be fair, he's had that card for a while. He held it till the right moment, and yeah,
That was the right moment.
That reminds me, it earned you an epic boon, Rattle. Forgot
Yeah.
about that. I never picked one.
Oops.
Oh wait, no, we did. We picked
Yeah.
one. That's why you're known as Rattle the Fate Weaver now. Right, you got the boon of fate. That's what it was.
Yep.
So for you guys that don't know, he has the boon of fate now, meaning that once per short rest, whenever someone makes an ability check or a saving throw, he can just have them add a d10 to that ability check or saving throw once per short rest.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or I think it also applies to enemy ones and has them do minus a d10, but I don't remember if that's also a thing.
It does.
Okay, so you can either make an opponent subtract a d10 or make an ally add a d10. And it's once per short rest.
Okay, so it's basically my Quandrix ability, but better and doesn't need to be prepared and doesn't take and bigger dice.
And it recovers in a short rest instead of a long rest. Which, yes, Clocksworth has even more manipulating odd shenanigans.
Here we go, 13 and 12.
Thank you for pinning the message, Rattle.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I can go ahead and read it out because Rattle wrote it into his DM. When another creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Oh, I forgot about attack roll. You can roll a d10 and apply the result as a bonus or penalty to the roll. Once you use this boon, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Until you finish a short rest. So I forgot it can also apply to attack rolls. That's good.
So almost every roll.
Any roll that involves a d20, basically, yeah.
Yeah, almost every d20 roll.
Okay. So let's get to the other person in the room. Fox, what were your characters doing the downtime?
I'm going to start with the simplest one.
Fine, technically, because Jeffrey's back.
Cathanglas did something I will not reveal yet.
Okay.
Jeffrey was most likely just reminiscing and trying to learn spells.
Jeffrey the Broom?
Yes.
I don't think Jeffrey the Broom can learn spells.
It doesn't mean he can't try.
Fair enough, I guess.
Then we have, starting from easiest first, Cool. He did his job. He was also training, and he took the Savage Attacker feat twice.
And he was actively looking for Lion Fang.
He's actively looking for life and gave his armor to Zokurai to spruce up.
Yeah, which by the time that this session starts, he would have had that back.
He also now has a Ring of the Warrior.
Yeah, because he bought one off of Zokurai. For those at home who do not know what Ring of the Warrior does, it's a homebrew magic item in my campaign. Not my idea, though. It gives you... It's an attunement item, and it gives you an additional attack every time you hit the attack action.
Then,
Yeah. So
also,
if you were a level 20 fighter and took that, you would have 5 attacks. But if you're like, let's say, a high-level paladin, like a level 5 paladin, you can get 3, which is cool. And if you don't already have the extra attack feature, you can get 2 of these. So, like, it's good. Anyway, continue things.
and from the free item he got the Dragonfire boots, which I should have added to the armor.
Yeah, go ahead and... Yeah. Aren't those already in the armor? Like, you... Actually, no, you already have jet boosters in your armor. You're fine.
There's a reason he likes the Dragonfire boots. And that's just the fireball it makes.
It's because it's the fireball thing. Yeah, okay. You could also just pick up a necklace of fireballs, you know?
Fair.
I know those are disposable, but still. But,
And Edward trained with the fox.
yeah, and
Ooh, right.
Edward,
That's what Fox was doing.
because Edward wanted to train a subclass, but the only wizard on the ship was the Awakened Fox.
Which, by the way, is the 2d20 he just rolled. He is now a divination wizard as well.
So those are his portents. He just rolled his portents. Would everyone like a reminder of how portents work?
I like portents.
I like portents too. Rattle, would you like a reminder of how portents work?
Yeah.
So, the way portents work, basically, is he gets to roll a certain number of d20 whenever he gets up from a long rest. Until he takes his next long rest, whenever a roll d20 is rolled for any reason, either himself or another person, he can choose to substitute the roll with one of his pre-rolled dice and have it be that result. So, for example, if he has to roll a d20 to attack someone, he can just choose to substitute in that 13 that he rolled earlier. Or, if an opponent's about to hit him, he can give them a 12 to help them not hit him. That sort of thing. That's what portents are. They basically let you get some numbers beforehand and use those to manipulate fate. But
Also took the durable feat.
yeah, and the durable feat. Because we found out it's actually better in my campaign. It's the improved version of the durable feat.
Did they confuse it because I asked you, just like, what is... It's like equals twice your con modifiers, like, so the plus 10?
Yeah.
Plus 6?
Yeah, so,
Then you get the Constitution die plus the, twice the con modifier, which got me so confused.
okay, so it's supposed to be, proficiency, it's supposed to be, hit dice plus twice the con modifier. Not
Okay, I'm gonna
Constitution
add
dice.
that.
I wrote that wrong.
I'm also editing that on my sheet.
Yeah, let me go ahead and fix that. So since I'm already editing this, does anyone else want to know what the improvement was I did?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so durable, as it's in my campaign, has been changed in the player's handbook. It now reads as follows. You get to increase your constitution score by 1, up to a maximum of 20. When you roll a hit die to regain hit points, the minimum number of hit points you regain from the roll is equal to twice your con modifier, minimum of 2. And when you take damage, period, so this is not a reaction, you can roll a hit die to reduce the amount of damage taken by a number of hit points equal to the hit die plus twice your Constitution modifier, minimum 2. Now, keep in mind, hit die are a limited resource, but this doesn't take a reaction, so you can just like, oh hey, I got hit by an attack that does 20 damage. Okay, roll a hit die, add 8 from my con mod. Okay, so I just reduced it by 12 damage by using one of my hit dice. Normally, hit dice are used during short rest to regain health, but in this case, you're just using it to reduce damage actively in a battle.
I might want to get that feat at some point.
It's a pretty good feat. Like, I made it actually worthwhile to have.
Yeah,
Also, since I'm here anyway, for those that forgot what Savage Attacker does in my campaign, it increases your crit range.
Wait, what?
For those that forgot what Savage Attacker does in my campaign, it's improved. It increases your crit range.
Oh.
Because it used to be one of the worst feats. It used to be one of the worst feats in the game because you just reroll one of the damage dice on one of your weapon attacks, which is pointless. So I just went, what would Savage Attacker be? I want to keep it simple. I was like, oh, why not increasing crit range? So helping you crit more. That sounds pretty savage. So Dracul picked up Savage Attacker 2 times. So now he has a crit range of 18 to 20 instead of just 20.
Just like the Phantom.
Sorry, go ahead, sir.
Okay, dumb question. I forgot. Do you automatically crit when you roll a nat 20 or when you roll a crit?
You crit when you roll a crit, whatever your crit range says. But if you roll a nat 20, that's automatically a crit, regardless.
Okay, I meant, do you automatically hit regardless of AC if you roll a nat 20, or is it when you roll a crit?
You automatically hit when you crit.
Oh, okay.
However, no matter what your crit range is, a 1 is always missed.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was crit always hit or nat 20 always hit.
Yeah.
Because normally it's the same. Because
even if the target already has adamantine, which negates critical hits, it's still an auto hit. It just will do normal damage.
Okay.
So that's notable. Because that's been brought up before, where they hit Lion Fang with a crit, and while it did normal damage, it was still hit, even though his AC was so high. That was with Jaden specifically attacking him.
Oh yeah, the one time he somehow got like 3 levels of corruption on Lion Fang.
Yeah, that was because Kevin was going ballistic on Lion Fang. Which, Lion Fang does remember that. He remembers Kevin and what he did there. Speaking of, I'm going to talk about Zokar ideas now. Because at this point,
I was not finished!
Oh, I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No. Also, as everyone knows, Edward is also a Warhol page.
Yes.
And I was finishing up with Phantom.
Yeah, you did things with the Phantom. How much do you want to say?
I decided to start training in Paladin.
Okay. But
It's now with 3rd level Paladin, 3rd level Fighter.
okay. So, anything else, or should I go over Zokarai now?
Go over Zokarai.
So, Zokarai, since at this point, I don't think Ravager's coming back. I'm pretty sure he's not at this point, so I'm just going to say Zokarai's my character at this point. Harold and Gerald, I will say, have just been spending time training. They've just been picking up a couple of feats and helping around with the Cannoneers. They haven't been done much. They've just been doing some training. Zokarai has mainly been running his shop and planeswalking around to various different worlds. He's been actually planeswalking to other universes. For example, he recently visited New Capenna, which is fun, which is a Magic the Gathering plane. But yeah, he's been planeswalking to various places and coming back to his shop. And he's been visited by about 7 different people in his shop over the course of downtime. He was visited by Dracul. He was visited by the Phantom. He was visited by Clockwork. He was visited by Edward. He was visited by Kai Edgar Black. He was visited by the Luminescent Leader. And he was visited by Sylvester. Three of those, obviously, you guys didn't see on camera. But yeah, he had a lot of conversations during the day.
Neat.
Mostly, though, he spent a lot of his time either doing commissions with people, talking to the mercantile faction, exploring other places, and experimenting. And he's also trying to find ways to recreate the Japanese dagger if he can, without sacrificing people to do it. Because originally it was made by sacrificing an entire cult of like 68 people all devoted to it. And he wants to find a more ethical way to do this. Yes. And as Surtur found out, Zokarai does know a lot of actual revival magic now. He didn't know that during the break, but he does know that in general. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I did learn that.
Okay. So, when this session starts, it is about noon. It is a bright sunny day outside, and you've been traveling across the countryside. You're just about halfway through Guardiana. Like, you were on one side of Guardiana, and you were flying... Actually, you started flying over the ocean, I forgot. You're currently over the ocean. So if we take you back to the world map real quick. It won't be long, but we'll just take you back to the world map real quick here. Where is the world map? There it is. Ba-ba-ba. You're probably about here on the world map.
I'll point it again.
I'm continually clicking the blue circle.
Oh. Right, I'm dumb. I forgot that, usually worlds are circle.
Worlds are circle.
Worlds are spheres, yes. You can go off the left side and come back around the right side. This map does wrap around.
Yeah, I thought we would have to go, like, through here and avoid the ocean void, and
No.
then get here.
Two things. One, two things. One, you're flying through the air rather than sailing through the ocean, so you can actually fly in a straight line there. And two, this is the Dragon Continent, so the quickest route is to just fly off the left side of the map and come back around over Syracuse and eventually land in Northridge, which is the hometown of Hooner.
Oh.
The reason why Northreach is because Northreach has a airship dock.
Okay.
Yeah. It has what they call a sky tower, which is basically a long tower that extends high up and has a bunch of gears built into the side of it, and basically acts as docking for various different kinds of airships.
Okay. Well, so there's two mistakes I did. Forgetting worlds are sphere and thinking that was the Dragon Continent.
Yeah, no, this is not the Dragon Continent. Dizioth up here is the Dragon Continent. This down here is the unnamed continent, because I lost the name to it, and a lot of people forget.
From the Nagas.
It's where the Nagas was, but also where Hunari originally was from.
So Sudori was a Naga?
Hunari was not a Naga, but it's the land of Nagas and bird people. And there's also a land where bird people are oppressed by cloud giants. there's a lot of giants that live here and on Cyricville. And yeah, they oppress a lot of the people there. A lot of them are bad giants. There's an entire subplot of that stuff that never got explored because who knew he's not in the campaign anywhere. I have lore on all the continents here, by the way, including the items. Speaking of lore, that reminds me, sir, we need to go over at some point the first Dragon War book.
Yep.
However, I had a fun idea. We could do that lore dump in session.
I'm not sure how you're going to do that, but sure.
You
Cathanglas
telling
or no?
others about what you read in the book? Anyway, what were you saying, Fox?
Involve Cathanglas or no?
What about Cathanglas?
That involve Cathanglas or no?
Well, I'm going to get to Cathanglas. I'm just setting up the scene.
I mean, the Dragon War book, would that involve him or no?
I don't
Hold
understand the
your great
question.
horses.
Sorry.
You have no idea what Dragon Lord book I'm even referring to, so... No, it's not one in your possession. It's one in Clocksworth's possession. It's fine. I'm just trying to set up the scene currently. Anyway. So, yes, that's about where you are in the ocean. This is why I wasn't worried about you going towards the Void Ocean or anything, because I knew you were mostly going to get smooth sailing. For the most part. You are officially, though, out of Guardiana, notably. Like, this is the first time that most of you have left Guardiana, and you're now over what we would call international waters, meaning this is a no man's land. No authority is going to protect you. You're out on your own. You are officially sky queens. For the time being. Either way, that's how far you traveled in months. Given your current pace, it will probably take you about another 6 to 8 months to get there.
6 to 8 months, okay. To get to the aeroduct on the other continent?
Yep.
Okay.
Given your current pace. Now, if you could find out a way to speed yourselves up, because you're only moving at 60 feet per turn through the air. That's with full blast. Full engine. Okay, actually scratch that. It's 120 feet per turn because I forgot the ship does have an equivalent of a dash action. So, technically, if you're going full blast, it's 120 feet per turn. But in combat, you can only move 60 feet per turn, effectively. But that's assuming you're pushing the ship the entire time, which you might be, I don't know. I would if he thinks it's invincible, which it's called the Invincible Will, so he's testing that.
He's testing that, and the blood mages might be a bit tired of it because it probably burns a bit more fuel.
Yeah. It burns double the fuel, by the way, to go at haste speed. Sorry, to go at dashing speed. Meaning that it would be, I think, 48 spell slots per hour instead of 24 spell slots per hour. Which, if you remember, that was covered mainly by the warlocks of the Auric faction. But a lot of those warlocks have been having issues lately due to the fact that the Auric masks have been changing. So,
they're still wearing the mask after 8 weeks. How did that not cause problems at some point?
a lot of their masks blew off and they got cut off from a lot of their old powers. So, you're actually having fuel issues and you guys are having a hard time staying in the air anymore because they're starting to lose their abilities with the mask being gone. Because their power was largely tied to their own masks. But we'll get there because that's concerns for later. Right now, you all are awoken by Kai saying, by Kai making an announcement on the radio saying, "We have a newcomer on the ship." As sure enough, a lot of people that anyone within earshot of the anyone within earshot of the upper deck hears a thunk as cathanglas lands face first on the upper deck.
Face first.
Like you see it slip in space with pink ribbons open up, and you just kind of yeeted face first onto the deck by your car in cathanglas.
Look at whatever.
Yeet.
He makes a small crate.
So, Surtur, do you go up above decks?
Assuming I'm not currently trying to treat someone of something and
Currently,
while
there
doing
is,
surgeon stuff.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you what this. I'll go ahead and tell you what the actual med bay looks like right now. So the med bay, because we've never actually described what the med bay looks like. The med bay has about 80 beds in it. It's a big room. It's a big long room. It has about 80 beds. There's currently about 10 patients laying in there. Most of them are asleep. A few of them are awake. A few of them are awake. However, the ones that are awake are currently unstable. But a lot of them have severe burns, and some of them have broken bones from the exploding mass.
Oh, yeah, that would cause a bit of a certain people there.
Yeah, you've been busy lately due to how many auric mass have been exploding. And
I'm just glad no one got to 6 levels of contamination for wearing their mask all the goddamn time.
Yeah, and some of the people were ripped off the mask off of their face once they started finding out it had issues, but others stubbornly refused to do that and kept having it on. Question. Have you been trying to... Actually, this is a good point. As the medical officer, would you or Rattle have been trying to quarantine the mage hunters?
Oh, right, the mage hunters would cause that too.
Would you or Rattle attempt to quarantine?
I didn't think of that, and I don't...
Rattle, did you think of that? Okay, Surtur didn't think of it, so would you have done it as a character? Would you have thought of it as a character?
And as a player, I completely forgot the mage hunters had delirium. I feel at some point it would have come up, but
Yeah.
in the 8 weeks...
Okay, if I know they're dangerous, yeah, they're constantly emitting a haze, and they're constantly drawing in magic around them, so, yeah, they're kind of a danger to them. They're not a danger to themselves, but they're a danger to others. They also have to survive in a haze environment anyway, and they do have a room they usually stay in, so I think they're just locking that room, and that means that there is no security controlling the halls inside the ship. Because they were the security. So,
I just realized either I blanked or we never went through what the Dracul did. I feel like I forgot everything.
we already went through what Dracul did. You blanked.
Okay. I was in the middle of trying to... Okay, whatever.
It's fine.
It's okay.
So yes, that is the current state setup of the medical bay. So far, no one directly needs your tending. So if you want to run out for like a half hour, that would not necessarily be that bad. You could risk it if you want to.
I'd probably go check a bit.
Okay.
Oh, to be honest, nice call, Rattle, on that one. I probably would have thought of something like that.
Thank you for meeting that. I appreciate you watching out for me there. Okay. Harold and Gerald are already above decks because they were tending to the cannons.
It's going to take something, but you know that works too.
Jeffrey, don't keep doing that. Also, hello, Sir Ridago.
Give me a sec.
It's fine. I don't mind. I recognize that's the earwax noise.
Oh, I thought it was like someone cutting something.
I believe it's either him scratching at the door. I think it's him scratching
Nah.
at the door.
It's scratching at the floor.
Scratch at the floor, not the door. Got it.
We keep making the dumb joke that he's smelling bones under the house.
Most bones under the house. Okay, so
Dinosaur fossil.
dinosaur. Everyone who is above deck, which includes Dread, notably. Actually, no, Dread's not above deck. Well, yeah, Dread is above deck. Everyone who's above deck, currently sees that we have acquired one cathanglas.
Hey, we all have acquired one cathanglas!
That's a running joke of anyone who knows. Okay. Cathanglas is back! Yay! What's everyone's reaction to Cathanglas being back? Like, Blocksworth, Rattle, Edward?
We would try to hug. Edward would just respectfully bow.
Cathanglas, you see that there is a deep purple... There's like a deep dragon, otherwise known as a purple dragon, just kind of looking down at you confusedly.
Oh,
Wait.
Rattle.
Yeah, you've met Rattle. I just realized. Gerald walks over and just kind of runs over and just grabs Cathanglas to hug him, like lifting him off the ground and hugging him.
Easy, I'm just...
He doesn't know the meaning of easy as he gives you a tight bear hug.
He's just checking on his side very quickly to make sure the egg is okay.
Give me a constitution save.
God.
Also, did you put the egg in the steel box that I gave you?
Yes.
That's fine.
It's just like you know how like even if it's safe, you just check because like
Yeah.
it calms you down.
That box is made to withstand meteor swarms. It's fine.
God damn it! Of course you give me the error while I try to find Constitution.
Rhino Darkstar uses some wind magic to puff up your fur so you're floofy.
I would respond by making a tiny rain cloud over him.
Thirder, if you want to know the meme that I'm referring to, that Rattle and Cathanglas shared before, I'm going to post in Genie if I become official. So.
Okay.
Yes. It's slow. It has to have its coffee. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Rattle joked before about turning Cathanglas into this. So.
Response, you just see him blep.
Make it go away since I am Storm Sorcerer. Indeed, he can just make the rain cloud go away.
Oh, I know.
Cathanglas, as all this is going on, make a deck save with disadvantage because Gerald is holding you.
Oh god.
Still loading my sheet. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So I like to say it's having its coffee.
Right. Why is it suddenly sounding like Skyrim? I know it's not Skyrim.
It does.
Yeah, the adventure begins. It's not like, thankfully, it's not because then it'd be copyright. But it's like non-copyright Skyrim.
Irony is this is very much elf music.
It's adventuring through the mountainside, which I quite like. Also, it's nice for this momentous, happy moment that we're having.
We're getting see. Just let me load one. It's
Okay,
going to load 5.
let me know when you made your deck save.
To make 2 saves, I'm loading up a con and a dex.
Okay, while he's doing that, how's everyone, Surtur, how is your character reacting to seeing cathanglas back?
I guess he'd be happy that it finally happened,
Would you
especially
say
since he
anything?
was told. I guess he'd say, "What took you so long?" Because originally he said 1 week.
I want some extra training.
Okay.
I like to
Just
imagine
say,
that
no.
this moment Dracul walks in, starts the answer conditions. Because Dracul knows.
Yes. Oh! No!
Oh yeah, now that you're back, I should probably give you your book back.
How's the corruption? Is it gone?
We luckily everyone seems to be responsible enough to not wear the mask and to get heavily corrupted, but we did have to basically quarantine the mage hunters.
I pitied them.
Yeah, it's weird because for a time, anyways.
How's your contamination? Is it fully gone?
Yeah, my contamination is fully gone.
The ritual should help.
Yeah.
The Zokai pipes up and says, the Zokai teleports next to you, Cathanglas, and pipes up and says, it wasn't just the contamination that helped them, though. And he appears in his armor. And Surtur, I'm going to say one thing that did happen in the downtime that I forgot to mention until now. He did give you some rainbow-looking medicine that he said was a cure to the corruption. And so far, it did seem to work on the patients who applied it to.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said Cathanglas saw that. I'm like,
Oh, I was saying that, this is happening during the downtime in the infirmary, where Zokai would give him some of the solution, not tell him what it is, and just tell him it will get rid of the corruption.
Okay.
it's actually called what?
Would you apply it with him not telling you what it is, or like, given it's Zokai, do you trust him?
I feel if he tells me I feel I would trust him, and I think and given the amount of dumb nonsense that Zokra has been able to make, I would be confident that he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, and after you apply it, it seems so, because it seems to not only relieve them of their corruption, but also help heal their wounds, and help calm them down and soothe the pain. Like, it helps mend their mind as well. So, it seems to be a wondrous thing.
How many of them are there? I'll make a note of it for it being in the infirmary room.
There is currently 10.
Okay.
6 of them are unconscious. 3 of them are laying in bed, stable.
I was talking about the pills.
Oh, the pills. They're not pills. He's giving you little pieces of, like, a liquid.
Okay.
He's giving you, like, little vials of what appears to be a larger potion, but, like, he wasn't giving you a full potion. He's just giving you small bits of it. It's gonna make way since I have wind Casper. Okay, yeah. Rat, did you ever load your character sheet?
I have to reload Roll 20. Hold on.
If you want me to roll it, I'll roll it.
Thank you.
Anyway, because the deck save was Zokaroi throwing a bag at your head. Also, I like how when we did Cathanglas the second time, we misspelled his name. Originally, when we spelled Cathanglas, he had 2 S's, not 1. But then it became Cathanglas with 1 S. I don't know which one is the typo, the 2 S's or the 1 S.
He just changes it every day.
Why not?
I feel like it with 1 S. I feel like it with 2 S's.
There's the deck save, and before that,
The con save.
con save. So you made the con save, but the deck save you failed, as you get conked in the head by what feels like over a 50-pound bag.
The fuck is this?
And Zokaroi says, "You're gold. I sold some of your potions."
Okay.
Your potions have been selling like hotcakes, and as part of our deal, I give you the gold that I make from it. I don't need gold anyway. I have more gold than I know what to do with.
I don't really see the purpose in gold.
Oh, okay. I got good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
The bad news.
I did an experiment and may or may not have exploded your friend Phantom.
Cathanglas would immediately prepare a spell, just like, what?
Zokaroi pulls from his bag of holding the big chunks and pieces of shrapnel that used to be the Phantom's armor, including his intact helmet.
I'm gonna have to spend weeks fixing this.
Yeah, well, this does lead into the good news.
Did,
The experiment was kind of a success. I found a cure to delirium.
why does it need to be cured?
Look, it's corrupting people, it's making them evil. And while the Phantom volunteered to be my guinea pig for this.
Delirium itself is not. Never mind.
Look, if you're a creature that's born with it and made from it to begin with, I guess it's fine. But if you're someone who isn't, then you're just going to be corrupted and mind fucked by this stuff. So, like, we need to come up with some sort of cure for this. And I did some traveling around, some research, and I found some horrors beyond my imagining. I did also find a
Thanks,
cure.
Mr.
Sorry.
Oh, no need.
If you
Thank
hand
you.
you the armors, which Gerald would let you go at this point because Gerald understands the gravity of the situation.
Cathanglas just picks it up, just like, okay, time to rebuild.
Yeah. Though I did get this too, and he pulls out from his pocket 2 bottles. One of which is full of a shining rainbow liquid, which you, Surtur, recognize as the same stuff you've been giving the patients.
Oh.
The second one is also filled with a rainbow liquid, but it's a lot more dull. He says, he holds up his left hand and says, "This is my cure for delirium." You may or may not recognize this. I don't know how much you know about it. And this, and he holds up his right hand, is what remains of the delirium core that used to be in your Phantom. And he hands you the bottle with the what remains of the core. From what I can
just look at
Sorry, go ahead.
Cathanglas just look at it, it's like it changed.
Yeah, from what I can tell of my knowledge of sentient items, he's still in there. But he's not alive in the traditional sense anymore, but he doesn't seem dead either. I don't know what he is right now.
Means there's hope.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't too broken up about it, and why I still consider it a success.
There's no need
Basically,
to kill you.
I injected, basically, I had him pour this stuff, and he holds up his left hand, into his system. And it kind of caused a whole bunch of nonsense to happen, but one of which was all of the delirium in him got purified and then exploded and then turned into that rainbow slag.
Just to pause a little bit. Did you use my Ethereum potions on this?
Oh, this is more potent than your Ethereum potion. I did base it on that, though. You want to know what this stuff is? I'll go, actually, I don't see a reason why I can. Yeah. Hey, let's all go to somewhere private. I don't want the others knowing about this. And Zokurai teleports away with leaving a mental note of for Zokurai, Clocksworth, and optionally for Cathanglas, Clocksworth, and optionally Rattle Darkstar to meet him in his shop.
Cathanglas with the oh wait, I can use this. Cathanglas opens up a portal and just okay.
Does anyone else walk through the portal?
I guess. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. He's involving you two because he trusts you two, and also he did already involve you in the experiments, Clocksworth. So.
And also, it might be useful for the surgeon to know more stuff about it.
Exactly. And since both you and Rattle are the surgeons, and he considers to involve both of you, he feels you both deserve an explanation for what the hell this is. So that's why he's inviting both of you as well to talk about it.
Okay.
Notably, not Dracul, Edward, or any of those others. Just Cathanglas, Clocksworth, and Rattle. Okay.
Cathanglas should just appear behind him. Okay, it took me a while, but I did it. Now what?
He is currently sitting behind his counters as now we wait for the others. Clocksworth, Rattle?
I'd follow in the portal thing that the Cathanglas made.
Sure. I don't have a map for this. Let me see if I can find something that works. Kinda, somewhat, like.
No, Rattle is gonna go check on some people. I don't know.
I will once I come back. Okay.
I'm assuming he's going to be checking on the people in the med bay.
Are you talking about checking on people IRL or checking on people in session?
Let's say there is a difference.
Everyone on the ship. Okay. So, if you do, you're basically doing a routine inspection of everyone on the ship. Got it. So you'll meet up with them later. Okay. So, they'll have about 10 minutes on their own, and you'll rendezvous after those 10 minutes. Is about what I'm doing. Sure. We're just going to use Tavern, if that's fine. I don't have something for Zokurai Shop, so we're just going to use a Tavern. Is that okay?
Sure.
It's a good proxy for a map.
Even though Zokurai Shop is about the size of this room.
It's actually more narrow. It's about as long, but it's more narrow.
Okay, this one?
Actually, let me go ahead and, give you an idea. So, his shop would be about, this in size.
No, okay.
That's what I mean by more narrow. But it would still be about this long, so... Because
I got my words confused.
Shop. You know what comic shop looks like.
Sorry, I got confused with words. I I misremembered what narrow meant. I thought narrow meant less wide.
Ah,
Yes.
narrow does mean less wide, but wide was like the left and right here, not the front.
Okay, I was thinking of just the right one, so that's why I got confused.
Yeah. Uh, I'll let everyone file into here. I see 2 cathanglases.
I'm sorry?
The good old roll-20 joke of having 2 people.
Yeah. Ah, here we go. I found the perfect thing for what his shop looks like. If you look in the text chat for the official sessions, this is about what I was imagining when I was describing the shop.
Oh, okay.
That's about what his interior looks like, just with a quite high ceiling, because he can fly, so he can go up like quite a bit. That's basically what it looks like. It's not that large, but it's long. And yeah, that's about the size of a small comic shop here in America. Okay.
I
So-
saw 5 clockswords for a second. What is happening?
What?
I didn't
I
see
didn't
that
do
one.
anything.
Oh my god, no, they're multiplying.
Zokurai would turn around to Cathanglas and say, "Get over there with Clocksworth."
It's more fun.
I don't need you to be intimate right now. Come on. That'll be fun.
Oh, please, do not tease.
Now go sit down like a normal person before I yeet you over there.
Thank you, suggest for both now and not normal. Okay.
And then he casts Big B's hand on you.
That's how he was doing it.
That's how he was going to yeet you. Yes, he's going to pick you up with Big B's hand, move you over there, and then set you down.
Reminders I have advantage. But this doesn't require a roll.
It does require a roll, but are you really going to try and resist?
No.
Okay.
I think this is just smugly smirk.
Okay, so he sets you down next to Clocksworth, and when he sets you down, a chair magically comes out of the ground beneath you, to
Thank you.
be there. A stool, specifically, if you know what that is. Clocksworth, there's still the metal disc chair that you had last time you were here.
Okay.
Zogurai kicks his feet up on the counter and goes, "Alright, so, first meeting of the OG group in a while. Since we've lost so many members. Oh, by the way," and then he contacts us, "Hey, Silvestro, do me a favor." "Yeah. Okay." And then you see a major image spell appear, just in time to see Jaden's room explode.
What?
He died again. Gonna be sad scraping up that body and rebuilding it.
Zokurai just kind of chuckles and says, No. Cathanglas, he pulled a U.
Fucking
He didn't go to the Void Ocean this time, though, from what I was told. Yeah, Finn told me this event was going to happen.
makes sense.
Basically, Jaden got yeeted to a different place, and we have to go chase him down eventually, but I'm going to be honest, I'm in no hurry.
On the mood.
I don't know. What do you think, Clocksworth?
It's weird hearing you say, "Oh, I don't care about it." About him.
I
going
just
through
like
that.
how everyone's responding to this new thing.
It's important to remember that Zokurai is chaotic neutral, so I'm acting chaotic neutral, which is out of character for me, but it's in character for Zokurai.
Yeah.
But it's interesting for CEO Cathanglas basically agrees.
Yeah, because Cathanglas is teetering between chaotic good and chaotic neutral, and he's Which would mean that Clocksmith is one of the last people who's actually good in the party.
I feel we should go. Why wouldn't we go like we did with Cathanglas or Sortu originally?
It has a way of fixing itself when you least expect it. Thing was
Like how,
turn from a smirk to a more profound expression.
you came back, you managed to get out randomly.
We do not talk. The thing is just gets very stern. We do not talk about that.
Actually, now that I think about it, where's Sortu? Like, as a player, where's Sortu?
As a player, okay, so Sortu as a player is still going through mental stuff.
Okay.
So Sortu as a character is still chilling in Finn's workshop.
Okay.
So basically,
So-
I went ahead and said that he got rescued, but he's in Finn's workshop until he feels up to being back in sessions. Which,
Okay,
So
so
the usual, sipping margaritas.
Okay, so actually, my character would probably have seen Sortu at some point, given how often he was in Finn's workshop in the downtime.
yeah, but given the fact that you've drawn a blank and also there's been a lot going on, I wouldn't put it out of character for your character to ask, just not remembering. Unless you have the keen mind feature, in which case you would remember. I don't remember if you have keen mind.
Nah, I don't have Keen Mind.
Okay,
We
maybe
can
that's something you
talk
should
about
pick
it,
up
but I
at
don't
some
think.
point.
Yeah,
Talking about it.
I mean, Keen Mind just reminds me of that one of that one video I watched where the guy was asking for something completely random and was like, "No, I remember. If you listened to him, you would have known. No, I have Keen Mind. Oh, Keen Mind.
Yeah, you know the feat that could get you out of DM bullshit? There's a reason why sometimes with DMs they go, okay, we have a 1 month time skip. Just to screw over Keen Mind.
I didn't think of that, but yeah, now that I think about it, if you have over 1 month of downtime, it does prevent the Keen Mind from just automatically succeeding.
Uh-huh. Zokuai would just kind of look over at Clocksworth, make his helmet retract, just kind of look at you with a look of, and say, well, does he really even care about us?
I mean, he does, but
I wasn't talking to you, Cathanglas. No,
fair
offense.
enough.
I was talking to Clocksworth there.
Quite frankly, I don't know. But I guess he would care about us a bit. If not, he wouldn't have gone through his patron to build this giant, almost indestructible airship.
Yeah, build this giant inflatable stroking of his own ego.
my family's one for never sharing their status.
Yeah, well, Jaden clearly likes to flaunt his nobility and his heritage and his patron. Granted,
My
he
family-
gets it from Sylvester. Sylvester also loves to flaunt his own shit, but
He's the black sheep of the Arvigales. Thagos would say that loudly, knowing Sylvester can hear him.
oh no, I blocked Sylvester out. I've been studying his ways. I figured out a way to block Sylvester. Thanks to your little
God, I've been
stint into the
slowly
Void Ocean, I did research and found out how the Void Ocean did that. So I now know how to seal this room away from him.
Dude, I consider it actually did. She even filling his room with garlic bread. Keeps him happy and keeps him from talking much.
Oh, well, I'm sure he's squirming around in his nest, wondering why he can't hear us right now. I'm almost tempted to go see a look on his face, but no, we got this.
Got to focus.
Yeah. If you want garlic bread, you can summon garlic bread. That's the point.
Thagos just
I'm glad I
snaps his
made you
fingers and
laugh,
just summons. Thagos would just snap his fingers. Garlic bread.
That was so great laughing, by the way. Glad I made you laugh, Clockwork. I have tried to get better about my humor. By the way. here to find out about the little concoction that I made/found.
Yeah.
It looks yes, it looks similar to something I can easily craft.
Oh,
Oh,
Need
not
the
easy.
resources.
Diana's here.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, Cathanglas is back. And currently, it's Cathanglas, Zokarite, and Clocksworth in a meeting in Zokarite's workshop with it being warded off from Sylvester hearing. So, we are in session streaming, by the way. If you want to pipe up as Nirma at any point, Kayana, feel free to. You don't have to, though. You can go ahead and just listen for now if you want. So, as I was saying, so Zokarite says, look, oh, you want to know about this stuff? And he holds up the bottle with the glowing rainbow liquid in it.
of course, it's my niche.
You can't easily make this stuff, though. I'll just preference that. Mr. I make everything potions.
I didn't just VS myself into knowing everything.
Whether it's BS or not, it's regardless. The definition of BS is nebulous. He would start giving you a rundown of the entire liquid. Do you want me to talk about it in character, or do you want me to just show the actual item sheet to all of you guys?
What is easier on you?
I'm fine with either. I could do both. I could explain it in character and show you the sheet. Actually, let me go ahead and do that.
So it's
I'll click
Why
show
not
the
both?
players. So
both is good.
yeah, both is good. So I just click show the players, so you should be able to see a new node for Halo, which is the liquid that he made, and I'm going to be explaining this in character. He goes, so this stuff is called Halo.
Give me a sec.
and I found out about it on my planeswalking because, well, I can travel between worlds, so why the fuck don't I? I had downtime anyway, so I decided to do some traveling. Found out the multiverse is fucked right now. Not because of us, but because of some stupid mechanical monsters ripping everything apart, so I stayed out of that.
we don't talk about the mechanical monsters.
Yeah,
Chemical monsters. Okay.
also found out the reason why they can't get into here is because of, they keep getting stopped at the pass by some dimensional anomalies. I assume it's Yukari's fault, given what I know about her, but yeah, that you're not there. That's my best guess. By the way, I found this stuff on a plane called New Capenna. It's called Halo. Upon reading about them in the Nether Scrolls, I figured out. I figured out they existed. Thanks to the Nether Scrolls. But I was able to get a sample of it and use it to help reverse engineer it. Basically, it's magical distilled angelic essence. Like, you take a mana potion. Okay, so to relate it to you, Cathanglas, you know when you take a legendary mana potion, then you put even more Ethereum into it, and you turn it into an Ethereum potion, a legendary Ethereum.
It's more raw stuff with ether than it's that. Yes.
Well, if you take the process to make a legendary Ethereum potion, but instead of putting more Aether, you put angelic essence or divine power instead, you get Halo.
And that throw the scales off balance.
Basically, you're substituting the power of the astral realm with the power of gods in here. Specifically, divine angelic gods.
No wonder he exploded. You made him drink that.
Yeah, well, when I was studying what it could do, he was asking for a way to purify the delirium inside of him and make him no longer the monster he is. I gave him two options. Either one, I would do what I did with the Auric Mask, which is where I completely deconstructed it, removed the crystal, and then reconstructed it to work the same way it used to before, but now without needing the crystal. Which is why my mask is able to operate off of chlorophyte, or 2, I gave him the option to try this and see what would happen, and he chose to try this. So it was his choice, cathanglas. I'm sorry. He volunteered.
He never really was made to see himself as anything but a guardian.
Yeah, and he wanted to be the good guy and to do the righteous self thing, and he did. He volunteered to drink an entire thing of this, knowing full well his body's built would probably be destroyed in the process. He knew his body would probably be destroyed in the process. I told him that he had a high chance to explode, and he took it anyway. He survived better than I thought he would. I'm going to be honest. Regardless, though. So, this stuff is a rainbow-like material suffused with divine energy and pure mana. But instead of giving you back... It does give you back spell slots, but it does a whole hell of a lot more than that. Problem is, it's kind of hard to make, because you need to either find powdered angel... Like, you either need to find powdered crystallized angels, or a god to pour their divine power into it. One of the two. Meaning...
That's something how you were able to.
The way I was able to do it is I had Finn help me make it. I did a favor for Finn, and in return, he poured enough of his power into a bat for me to make a large bat and stuff. The favor I did for him was not that fun, but I went to go grab something for him, something called a world seed. I don't know. He didn't tell me much about it. I just went to go grab the artifact, came back, because I didn't blame him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess around with that much.
Either way. So, this stuff, when drank, seems to remove all toxins and corruption and other nonsense from the body. Like, even the weird mechanical shit I saw in the other place was being cured by this stuff. Like, this is some potent nonsense. It also increases all of your physical capabilities, makes you immune, removes all of your exhaustion. It causes you to have some insane including regenerating crippled limbs. And effectively gives you unlimited mana for a short time. Unlimited spell slots. Like, this stuff is no joke. I wish it was easier to make.
The thing is to just whisper to him in a deep speech. Do you mean that Phyrexia is actually not just a myth? Because he actually caught on to the mechanical plate he was talking about.
Surtur, do you know deep speech?
No.
Do you have any sort of comprehend languages?
Yes.
Okay, then you understood what he just said. Do you question?
No, I don't have it on me. I didn't cast it on me.
Okay. Let me double. And Zokurai has his automatically on, so he already auto-translates languages.
Things would make sure that's only them that can understand it, to be fair.
Zokurai says, yeah. He says back in deep speech. Yeah. Yeah, they exist.
Yeah, fucked, but that's for later.
Yeah, well, you can thank your patron goddess that they aren't here.
Do not mock
Do I need to cast comprehend languages?
Cathanglas, do you want Coloxorth to know?
Cathanglas in Elvish would just say, "It's best you don't know, boy."
Okay then. I mean, I don't mind him knowing, because he wouldn't know what the hell one of those is, but... All I'll say is... okay, I want to at least give him a hint. And the hint I'll give him is, there's more versions of corruption than just delirium out there.
I've been trying to fix it.
Yeah. Safe to say, there's another form of corruption that turns you into an abomination of flesh and machine and strips your identity. Like, you know what happened with your name and your memories going away? Imagine that all over again.
Oh.
Except now
I don't
it's
need
your
to
entire
have-
body too.
I don't need to have time frames of making another person's name for them.
I've been looking into that, by the way, Clocksworth.
Mm.
Maybe it's
Anyway.
best you shouldn't know.
Sorry, what was that?
Maybe it's best you shouldn't know.
Maybe it's best I shouldn't know what.
Terms of name.
Oh, if he wants to know the name, I'll tell him the name. It won't affect anything now, given how protected this place seems to be. Also, I noticed some weird purple dragon trying to get into this place, too, that's also being kept out, but he didn't seem to be getting any luck either. Which,
Hey,
yes,
Lana?
Rattle is referring to that dragon.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that the other person you said that could come?
That is the evil villain from Spyro.
Yeah, Cathanglas just knows like you mean the brother that I was talking about.
Oh.
Zerker,
Okay.
Zerker says, "Wait, you know about that?"
Told me, and I made enough inferences that I understand.
Should we tell Rattle? I mean, he's right here. Rattle's
Yeah, it's
really
best he should know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Best he should know. Why keep secrets from others, after all?
Hey, Rattle Darkstar, someone from your old world is coming to try and get you, but he's being stopped at the pass by some big purple evil dragon from your world is trying to come to this world to take it over or something. He's being stopped at the pass by the gods that protect this place, though. So, and given the whole nonsense with the mechanical things out there, he's probably going to get corrupted soon enough anyway.
Knowing the wards in this place and the people in my favor and everyone else's favor, we should be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, anyone know what the hell happened to the sky that day? The giant eye? Mr. Cathanglas?
So, about that... Cathanglas just mumbled, I slipped into the void is all.
We noticed. Anyway, why the hell did the eye turn sentient? Why the hell did the sky turn sentient and the sun turn into an eye?
I didn't mean to get into a conflict. Dragon tried to chase me. Raichu tried to be a hero. Tried to save his own life and my life. I was busy helping others, and we awakened an ancient horror. So the usual.
Oh, you just casually awakened an ancient horror, is that it? What the
I think
hell
I
horror
wanted
was it
to-
this time, Mr. Prophecy Boy?
The thing is just like, I don't even know its name. But all I know is, in mythology and my family's name, the only thing I know related to it is a thing just called emptiness and nothingness.
Oh, great. That can't be good. Ugh.
Promises just to rid you of the existence.
Yeah. Clockwork.
So instead of dealing with with a mechanical thing, I guess at some point we're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah. If I ever see it, I'm probably just going to try and eat it, the mechanical things, and let them have it. But that probably will
Let's
be a bad
hope
idea,
you-
to be fair.
Thing just puts out, if you see it, it's basically a death sentence unless you're strong enough mentally.
Oh, it insta-kills you. Fun. Thankfully, I have protections from death. And then he would point to, he would pat his chest a few times and wink at Clockwork.
I'm glad.
He would say, Hey, Clocksworth, remember how we talked about contingency stuff?
Oh.
Yeah, so I have the spell Death Ward on me at all times, but also I have contingency Death Ward in case my Death Ward goes away.
Thing, let's just say, yeah, I have Death Ward on me at all times too.
Did you ever think of that one, Clocksworth?
I mean, I never had Death Ward, but yeah. I mean, yeah. The big thing that worries me is getting dispelled, and if I get dispelled, well, contingency gets away, and the Death Ward. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I can teleport as a reaction, so I'm not worried about getting dispelled, as long as I can teleport or counterspell, which I have the capability to do so. Also, think fast, as he uses catapult to chuck the Death Ward book at you, Clockworth. I'm going to make an attack roll.
Catapult is a dex save, I believe.
Oh, it's a dex save. Go ahead and give me a dex save against his spell save DC, which I need to look up what that is.
Yeah, I will check just to be sure I didn't say something dumb, because I'm 90% sure it's a dex save. And a failed
dex
save.
save.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a while. Yeah, because technically you're not attacking a creature. You just so happen to send it in the path of a creature, which feels like it should be an attack, but whatever.
Yep. Oh, it didn't save anyway. His spell save DC is currently 20, by the way. It would normally be 18 because of +2 thanks to some of the magic items in his armor.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you rolled a 5. So you failed, so you got this hooked at your head, and I'll go ahead and roll damage. What was it, like 3d8 or something for the base catapult?
3d8 or 3d6? 3d8.
Okay.
3d8 bludgeoning damage. Ooh.
No! So you take 7 bludgeoning damage as this is hooked at your head.
So I take 14 because chlorophyte doesn't like bludgeoning.
Yeah, and you don't have any sort of resistance to bludgeoning from any other source, right?
Yes, I do not.
Okay. Remember, do you have adamantine?
Nope. I have Misium. I guess it's
Misium,
close.
that works. Remember, it reduces damage.
Really? Okay, I put it in the wrong thing then.
Yeah, Misium counts as adamantine in terms of the properties for armor as well. As in, it has the negating crits and reducing damage by 5 thing.
Oh, I clicked Mithril instead of Misium. I was like, wait, I don't see it.
That's
fine. Okay, you should probably change the text of Misium because it says whenever you get hit by an attack, the damage you take is automatically reduced by 5.
Yeah, this counts as being hit by an attack to me.
Okay, I didn't know a dex save was considered an attack. Got it.
Okay,
that's
like so technical at this point that that's starting to bug me. You know what I meant. Come on. Like, I get it, that's not the wording, but also how the fudge am I supposed to word that?
My guess was if there is an attack roll or it was the attack action.
So make it even more wordy and confusing. Okay. Anyway, we're going
Okay, well, me and Mike spent a lot of time de-wording it.
Yeah.
Okay,
By
I'll
the way,
change.
it doesn't apply here, so it's -5, so you take 9.
Okay, I'm going to. Does the int damage reduction from chlorophyte apply here?
See, now Rattle is confused. Anyway.
I'm also confused.
So.
Yeah, because when it said against attack, I assumed it was against attack, and I'm like, oh, that's...
It does apply.
Okay.
Anyway, can I now explain what's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, so what happens is Zokarai did a catapult spell to catapult the Book of Magical Knowledge of Death Ward at Clocksworth's head. And Clocksworth is asking a million questions about it because of technicalities.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, no, that makes sense. I'm sorry, I got lost.
It's fine, you got
I,
lost because we were lost in discussions of other things.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought it worked the way that I thought it did right there, so I was really confused there as well.
Yeah, it's fine. At this point, by the way, the music switched to tense path on my stream, which fits the atmosphere because it's kind of a dark atmosphere. So, Sokurai looks over and he's about to say something, but then at first you don't hear anything, but then you hear a booming voice on deck saying, a booming voice you don't recognize on deck saying, the one known as Clocksworth, get up here.
What? How did that even go through the shop?
It is evidently, from what you can tell, it's ringing through the entire ship.
Oh, I didn't know the shop. I didn't know the shop was not like in its own space through a door in the ship.
It is, but like sound can still reverberate through the door.
Okay.
Sound waves can travel into pocket dimensions as long as there is open doors between them. It just doesn't travel as well.
Okay, so someone yelling on the ship, Silvestro can hear it. Okay.
Yeah. Someone yelling this loudly, because they're yelling like way louder than even Sylvester usually does. Like, it sounds like it's louder than using the thaumaturgy spell to enhance your voice. Like, also, this is a big and booming voice, which all of you give me a religion check, actually. And by all of you, I mean Rattle Darkstar, Clocksworth, and Cathanglas. And Soapline.
Really?
But that was meant to be Zokai, apologies.
Can I use a look die on that?
Yes. You
What, the 30?
Because he is the lucky. Though you don't need to because you did roll high enough anyway. You need a 15.
Oh. Never mind, I don't use the luck die.
Yeah. So, everyone who got a 15 or higher, which is everyone here, you recognize this is the voice of a divine being that is currently calling the Clockwork.
I don't know how the fuck I know that part, but okay.
You know that part because you've been talking to enough divine beings, aka Finreal, Silvestro, etc.
Nah, fair.
And you've also heard about some other stories. You'll understand why when you get back on deck. So does everyone go back up on deck?
Cathanglas
or only
would.
Clocksworth? Like, does everyone go? Because I know Zokarai's gonna go.
Yeah, Cathanglas would, but he would basically be hanging back to try to recover the construct.
What construct?
Okay.
The Phantom?
Phantom.
You have the piece. Oh, you'd be trying to recover the pieces instead of paying attention to this, or?
Yeah, be trying to, like, quickly tinker.
Okay. How slowly do you get back up on deck?
Like, he is not focused, that's what I mean.
Okay, well, as you all walk up on deck, and you see some people are still assembled here, Cathanglas, you feel a familiar aura that reminds you of Raiju. But it's not quite the same. It's a lot more overpowering than Raiju.
So I'm currently looking at a mess here.
Why is there two Clocksworth? I only think once.
What do you mean currently looking at a mess here?
I was looking at the two clocks and like, why?
Anyway, did you hear what I said?
Yes, cathanglas had actually finally refocused. It's like, ew.
As all of you
Alright.
see this being standing in front of you, who has appeared on the top of the ship.
Which?
I'm
That
waiting
one?
for it to load.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's a long one. To be fair,
I'm not saying it because I want the shock value.
Okay.
Oh,
So, Clocksworth, you don't know what this is. Rattle, you don't know what this is. Zokor and Cathanglas know what this is. So does Dracul. So does a lot of people on deck. This is an Imperion.
Mhm.
And it says, and as you're getting on deck, Zokor says, "Oh, God." And it says,
What?
it repeats, would the one known as Clocksworth get on deck and present himself?
what did Clocksword do to piss this off?
He
Oh.
has an artifact that I need to collect. I will do so
A what?
peacefully or forcefully.
A what?
An
I
artifact.
have another.
Don't play dumb with me. You have
Started
the
playing dumb.
flute. Give it back.
The flute?
Cathanglas then goes silent immediately.
Dracul, you're beginning to get suspicious.
The
It's a little
flute?
get suspicious. Cathanglas immediately gets silent and like solemn.
I know, but I'm saying Dracul. But yeah. Yes, the flute. Now give it to me peacefully, or I will take it from you. And he holds aloft his giant hammer and holds it up, aiming for your head, Clocksworth.
Could immediately respond. You know he doesn't have it, right? You know who actually is the owner of it.
He does. It's in his backpack.
What?
And with that, Clocksworth, your backpack opens up. The haversack.
Oh. That's what you would say you had a few things planned.
Yes,
Okay.
it was quite obvious. I was spelling it out to you as a player.
I was not. I didn't know what the fuck the flute was, so.
Well, you
So
still
I
could put
didn't
two
know.
and two together that maybe has some. When he mentioned the backpack, that maybe has something to do with that.
Yeah, when you said the backpack, I realized.
Okay,
I did it. I was like, oh, it's probably not. Okay.
as a certain individual appears on deck, Lion Fang is here.
Other.
He comes out and says, "Well, seems the jig is up." And everyone, you can see this hooded black individual is on deck, standing in the middle of all of you, seemingly having come out of Clocksworth's backpack, of all things. He goes, "Alright, fine, stupid pest, why are you here? Give me the flute." Or, yeah, I know. Why are you here other than that? And then the Imperion goes to swing the hammer down. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Cathanglas would immediately try to protect him.
However, it's not just one. Because this time they sent, at this point, 2 more Imperion appear. Because they've dealt with this guy, and they know it will take more than just one.
Great. I forgot where the.
Gotcha, cool, no!
Dracul, notably, Lion Fang is here. You can tell this hooded figure is Lion Fang. And you don't care about the Imperions. You just care about killing Lion Fang.
Oh no, I know this. This is gonna be the first of the conflicts where Cathanglas tries to protect him. Just a murder.
Oh, that's going to be fun having two characters going back. Where the hell is the goddamn
No, not the Phantom. I didn't
initiative
want the Phantom.
bonus? Well, I usually cast Gifts of Alacrity, but because you specifically said you didn't plan for a fight, I didn't bother to put the initiative bonus there. So I guess I'll just roll initiative and then roll 1d8 because I don't know where it is on the character sheet anymore.
Did you click on your token first before doing it? Because I'm not seeing it appear on the left.
I forgot I need to click on the token.
Cathanglas got 26.22.
The Phantom and Edward didn't roll it right.
The Phantom shouldn't roll. So I forgot.
Right, the Phantom's not here. So the Phantom shouldn't roll.
Where did roll?
Initiative.
People forgetting to click.
Honor. Carrying capacity.
Okay. And then I'll roll initiative for this guy.
Want me to roll again for Cathanglas and Edward?
Cathanglas is on here, isn't he? Because I see a 28.22. That's Cathanglas. Unless that's from last time. That might be from last time. Yeah, go ahead and roll again for Cathanglas.
I was 99% sure there was an initiative modifier somewhere, but apparently there isn't.
There is an initiative modifier, but does that matter too much right now? Just add a d8 to what you roll.
Okay, how do I add it to the thing on the left?
Oh my god, you're making this more complicated. Just roll the d8.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell, but like, I don't need this right
Yeah. And there we go.
It probably won't matter anyway.
Okay.
There we go.
Anyway, what was I doing? I was trying to remember all the NPCs I had to roll for. And now I forgot how many NPCs I've already rolled for. I need to go through it.
Yeah, put in the first result if that's okay. The first initiative for Cathanglas.
Okay. So I had not rolled for Gerald. Got it.
Why are you 15?
Silvestro is not going to roll because he's not participating in this. Also, notably, Kai is not on deck. I'll go ahead and delete Kai.
The fucker!
Kai's not on deck. He's currently drunk below deck.
Now's not the time!
Yeah, and when he heard the Imperion's voice, he's like, I'm not fucking getting involved. As he just stayed below deck and says, you can't get me, coppers.
Okay, so adjusted.
I am last team. Current, technically, yes. Lion Fang is actually first.
Yeah, for some reason, people that rolled higher than 30 were at the bottom.
Because the top of the initiative order when rolls were happening was that one number, and it doesn't auto-update, so I need to just manually move it back down. So it will start with Lion Fang, then Dracul, then Cathanglas. Cathanglas is here twice. Let me move the other one. Harold, Zokarai, Imperion, Edward, Clocksworth, Gerald, and Ronald. Is that everyone? No, that's not. I also have Dread. I forgot Dread. We rolled this for Dread. Okay, Dread. Dread got 16. Got it. Okay. So, we will start with Lion Fang. As he's just going to teleport. He's just going to teleport up here. And just look over at one of the Imperions and says, "Look, get out of here for your own sake, okay? Actually, you know what? Hey, cathanglas, why don't you go help a brother out and fight these guys for me?" As he casts greater invisibility on himself.
You know I can't do that.
Goodbye. And he'll end his turn. You're cool. It's your turn.
Jakku would actually try to put on his mask to see where Lion Fang went.
I thought you already had. I thought you always have your mask on.
Oh, it is.
Okay. You tried to see where he is. What? Give me a perception check
Give me a moment.
with disadvantage. Nope. I will actually go ahead and make a stealth check for him. I don't have Lion Fang sheet up. Let me pull up Lion Fang sheet. Let me make a stealth check for Lion Fang, which his stealth is high. And he'll have advantage on this stealth check, for reasons that Surtur knows about.
Actually, I don't.
Foresight.
Ah.
Oh.
That was Lion Fang, not Zokrite, but yes. You're not fucking seeing him. Even with your super
John
Dracul
Cena!
sense. Your super Dracul sense does say he's still on the ship, but that's about it. You just know he's still on the ship.
Who would try to run to where he was? Here.
So, over here. Because he was over here when he disappeared, and he teleported elsewhere on the ship. So, you find nothing when you go there. But then, you did remember he climbed out Clockworth's back. Do you confront Clockworth?
Give me
In the
your
middle of the
fucking bag!
What were you saying, Clockworth?
I feel the issue of the bag should probably be more towards these three people than with Jakku right now. As much as Jakku probably wants to make sure he didn't return there, which because it's in the bag, wouldn't it pick up wouldn't it pick up outside of the airship because it's a haversack? It's like multiple bags of holding.
I didn't say that Lion Fang's in the bag right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, I feel like if Dracul would sense it, well, maybe Dracul is just
Dracul's
overly
just pissed
angry.
off that you were evidently harboring the source of his vengeance. He's just pissed off at you right now.
Yeah, yeah. I just realized that. Yeah, maybe Dracul is just not being the most logical person right now in the middle
Dracul,
of going
logic?
through.
I've never thought of that association. He's
Okay,
never
so
been a logical person.
He's even okay. I'd say he's even lower than I would have expected him now because of the current situation.
Yeah. Not when there was heresy afoot. Indeed. Now you're starting to sound like Thorun.
I mean, someone has to say it. Torun won't be there to say the heresy word.
Dracul is channeling Dwarven Rage.
I actually go into a rage.
So you go into rage. Do you attack Clocksworth?
Yes. Thangos actually try to stop this.
You
Does
you
Cathanglas
have
have a
anything you
reaction?
can do as a reaction that could stop this.
And Hunter's Wing.
Like, because you would need to do something as a reaction, because we're doing turns.
He is a reaction.
Also, yes, climbing over people would be difficult terrain, but he has freedom of movement, so that's why I didn't bother to say that. I believe Dracul has freedom of movement. You have freedom of movement, right? Because of your armor? Okay, just double checking. Also, you could just fly with your armor, too. So, like, that's also something you could have done.
Okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, if he actually has to go up the stairs and then down the stairs, I was starting to question if he had enough movement, but if he can just fly up and then fly down, yeah, I feel he has enough.
He technically didn't even go up the stairs. I said that he was going here. So,
okay.
Going up the stairs was not something that actually happened. He went from went from here to where he currently is, basically, which is not that far, but it's through a bunch of people.
Actually, there's nothing I could do that's a reaction. I think.
Nope. So Dracul's attacking Clocksworth. Roll. Do your attack. Do your multi-attack with rage.
There is a thing that if he rolls high enough, I could actually make it lower because of Edward.
Just get on with it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go start the timer. 2 minutes. We're gonna enforce the 2-minute timer on turns. There we go.
Pull out the pistol.
Alright.
Wait, no, I have to do 3d20.
Yeah. With advantage. Sorry, 3d20 with re-rolling, I should say. Okay, what's your modifier? Okay, you don't re-roll until you know the first one misses. What's your modifier, Clocksworth? Sorry, Dracul, what's your modifier?
It's 10.
So, does a 27 hit you, Clocksworth?
No, I'm on 28.
Okay, so then he would re-roll, and he got a nat 20. So yeah,
that one hits.
Now roll the damage for your gun. You don't get to add rage because it's not a melee attack. It's not a strength-based melee attack. But you do get to do double damage. So go ahead and roll me 4d. We'll just go ahead and double that. So you take 24 piercing damage.
I think Rattle wants to. No, actually, I don't think he can lower that attack because it's a crit, so it hits anyways.
Yeah, it was a crit, and also the Gambler's Cane is immune to advantage and disadvantage.
He was referring to his.
Oh, yeah, with the boon. Actually, yes, you could. You can do it with the Fate boon. You could reduce. Actually, if you reduce it with the Fate boon, it doesn't matter. It's still crit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't think it's relevant.
You could do it, but it wouldn't actually change anything because it's a crit. It's important to know, by the way, he crits on 18 to 20.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the first shot. How many shots do you have with that pistol because of your multi-attack?
He has the ring on. He can have another one.
But does he already naturally have naturally have extra attack?
Not yet.
Okay, so yeah, he has another shot. So to go ahead and roll me 3d20 again. 3d20 plus 10. In the future, go ahead and roll 3d20 plus 10, by the way. That way I know what the modifier is. Thank you. 25 doesn't hit, so reroll.
I will remove my damage immunity that I got from the mask because I don't have the mask anymore.
Indeed. So, he hit you the first time with a crit by shooting you in a chink of your armor, but the second time he didn't actually manage to get through your armor.
Is the pistol? It's just a normal pistol, right?
It's a magical pistol.
Okay, I wanted to know how much damage because non-magical slashing and piercing resistance.
2d10. Go ahead and roll me 2d10, Dracul. This is to see how much damage his armor takes. It took 11 piercing. 11 magical piercing, notably. Alright, is that the end of your turn, Dracul?
Yes.
Okay. Cathanglas, you're up.
Dang, let's try to like snap out. It's like, stop! Be fighting amongst each other.
Alright. 2 minutes on the clock. What you can-
Somewhere on the ship, you can see that. Danielson actually try to see where he is.
See where who is.
Lion Fang.
Give me a perception check. Going against the 68 rolled earlier. So basically, unless you have a crazy modifier, you can't see it right now. Nope.
Give
You
me,
weren't able to
give me
see.
like, give me like 30 seconds.
Okay, take your time.
Danielson then try to reason with the Imperion.
Okay.
It's not-
What are you going to say to the Imperion? You have 1 minute left in your turn.
Listen, Schroeder's not at fault for any. Clocksworth is not at fault for any of this. It was my brother. You know that to be true.
The Imperion
brother
says,
has left
we
the
know the brother was in the backpack, so by extension, the flute was in the backpack. We are just after the flute, not after Clock.
Please, do not kill him. We can work together to find him, though.
If he does not give it willingly, we will take it by force.
Don't want him to die.
If he does not give it willingly, we will take it by force.
Thanos actually lets out a small growl as he gets annoyed.
If he does not give it willingly, we will take it by
Enough!
force. And you hear them repeat that a few times robotically.
Back.
Welcome back. I had the M-plane... I had the Imperions repeating the same message over and over, much to things of annoyance. And 7, 6, anything else you want to do on your turn?
He would actually almost think about hitting them, but like refuses.
And you're out of time on your turn. Okay. So, turns over. Harold, you're up. 2 minutes on the clock. Not 20 minutes, 2 minutes. Because I'm going to keep myself to my own timers. Okay. Harold, seeing that these guys are here, it's like, I'm sorry, Cathanglas. I think we need to fight these guys. I'm going to shoot him at least. And he pulls out his, heavy. He doesn't pull out, actually, he thinks about pulling out his heavy crossbow, but then it's like, wait, they're close. And just pulls out his giant battle axe and goes to swing at the one in front of Cathanglas. So I actually get to make an attack action with these guys in a while. It's been a while.
even more if he even more for melee attack.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I never updated that, did I? I forgot these guys got magical battle axes by this point. They got flame tongue battle axes. Right.
Oh no.
I forgot to put that into their sheet though, so I'm really quickly doing that. Flame tongue dragon forge battle axes. Yeah. Anyway. Well, man. Oh yeah, hold on. I need to add the Great Weapon Master damage. I forgot Great Weapon Master changes. Also, yes, that's a really high chance to hit.
Yeah, plus 15.
Bless you! Someone's sneezing in the other room. It's courtesy of my house to say bless you. Okay. Does that hit the Empyrean? Yes. Roll damage. Bless you. Bless you. Okay, so they take 22 slashing and 14 fire damage. I put flame for some reason. What does the
Flame
Empyrean have in terms of immunity? Well, it's a magical attack, so... Wow, it doesn't have any sort of resistances. Huh, that's interesting.
Surprise! Isn't it like the strongest form of Celestial?
Yeah, I think it should have resistance to all damage, I'm going to be honest. I did not edit these guys' sheets at all. Fun fact, they know every language. Little just tiny detail. Anyway. Okay, so, assuming that's resistance, that's 22, so that is 22 divided by 2 is 11, and then 14, so that's 7, so that's 19. So 19 so far, and I'll go ahead and roll again. Another attack action. That's a crit? Oh wait, they don't have advantage. No. Okay, so that's not a crit. This is a normal hit. Ignore the crit damage. That is 10. So that's 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. So that's another 14 damage. Okay. So in total, it took
33.
33. So it's down to 280. As Harold pulled out his battle axe, lit it aflame, and did 2 giant swings into the hide of the Empyrean. He begins to shake a little bit when he notices the Empyrean is barely cut at all by his full force strikes. And you just hear him mutter, "Uh-oh," as he ends his turn.
No, we shouldn't do this, please. We could just talk about this.
Zokor says, fine. Cathanglas. Are you going... Do we need to end this peacefully, or do you want these guys gone? Tell me it straight.
I want them gone, but I don't want them to die.
Do you want us to die?
No, I want to protect you guys.
Look, and I'm starting the timer at this point. Look, okay. Do you want me to not attack them or not?
Cathanglas would look down and it's just like, I'm sorry. Well done.
Are you going to let me attack them or not?
Cathanglas would nod solemnly.
Good, good. Everyone back up. And as he says that, Cathanglas, you can... Yeah, as he says that, he invokes some magic from his armor and casts a force cage. He uses force cage... Okay, so he uses force cage as his action, quicken spell, force cage as his bonus action, because he has something that lets him ignore the rule of not getting action and bonus action. Thanks to the Nether Skull. So he force cages this one and this one. Now,
wait a minute, I forgot about the scrolls.
Now, who doesn't know what force cage does?
I have a very rough memory of what it is.
It's a wall of force, but on steroids.
Okay.
In particular, I'm going to go ahead and post it into the thing.
I'm assuming the ship is not moving currently. Since Sky isn't there.
Given the fact that it's engine problems currently, no. It's currently floating in the ocean, actually. So,
It just
in the mobile, so basically in this case, he's doing a, because these guys are so big, he has to do the actual cage version, because otherwise they can't fit. They filled nearly the entire cage with their bulk. But he's able to keep them in cage. So they aren't in solid boxes, they're in boxes with bars. But still, that's enough to keep them in place. And he looks to cathanglas and said, "Look, this is the most peaceful solution I had, okay?" And ends his turn.
Cathanglas doesn't say anything but just nods.
Now it's the Imperion's turns. So, this Imperion in the front, is going to look at this and says, "You're all making a mistake.
You just leave. I don't want to hurt you.
He uses, the thing, like, you're still standing directly in front of it, right?
Yes.
He can't get his maul through the actual cage, but he's going to attack you with bolt using disadvantage. Because, it's a ranged attack. He's going to throw a lightning bolt at you, basically. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so, does it hit your armor? Or does it not meet your base AC?
It doesn't even meet my base AC.
Okay, so you fully dodge it. Got it. And he does not have a multi-attack, actually.
Surprise, they don't!
The one back here is scanning around and uses the spell, the one standing back here decides to use the spell, sorry, not that one, the other one. One back here decides to try and use the spell Plane Shift. And I'm going to have it make a wisdom save. Because it's trying to plane shift through a force gauge, which I believe involves a wisdom save. A creature inside the cage can't leave by non-magical means. If a creature tries to use teleportation into planetary to leave the cage, it must first make a charisma save. Sorry.
Ooh, rare charisma save.
Yeah, on success, the creature can use that magic to exit the cage. On a failure, it can't exit the cage and waste the use of the spell. He is a once per day. Is it once per day or is it at will? It's once per day. So he has a once per day use of plane shift. So if he can't do this, then he's gonna be stuck here. Charisma saving throw. Go. Their charisma's not actually that bad. He fails though. Because he got an 18 and Zokurai's saving throw is a 20. Save DC. It's 20. So, yeah, he tried to plane shift out of the cage. You saw him blink out, but then blinks back in as he's stuck in the cage. And you hear Zokurai smirk and say, "Yeah, now you know how it felt when I collided off the void ocean."
Void ocean was not fun. Let's move on from that.
Now, the other one, looking at all this, decides to... He starts to do a running long jump and then jumps over all of you. And crashes onto the helm of the ship. Because this is where he suspects Lion Fang may have gone. He says, "Give us the flute. We know you are here. We can still sense it even with you being invisible. You can't hide from us forever." And he says, looking directly at this direction, meaning that if he's right, Lion Fang is right here. That'll be the end of that turn. Dread. Dread is up. Dread is just looking around confused. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Um, and I'm actually gonna have Dread give me a wisdom save, or else in their turn out of confusion. They're conflicted right now.
They're conflicted. Cathanglas is conflicted.
They're too nervous,
Oh.
and they're just gonna end their turn. Edward, you're up.
We're to actually go where the Empyrean went.
Okay. How much movement do you got?
30 feet.
Okay. Do you have anything that lets you ignore difficult terrain?
No.
Okay,
No,
so moving through Dracul's space will count as difficult terrain. So it will cost double movement to move through his space.
so like
So that means moving through him would cost 10 feet of movement.
I could still make it though.
That means if you were over here, you would do...
I'd be.
You'd be able
here.
to make it to, like, here. Because remember, these are stairs. You need to walk up the
Oh.
stairs. Yeah, unless you're going to do, like, a running leap, like a couple of other people have been doing. You need to actually go
Edward,
to the foot of the stairs and then walk up the stairs.
Edward actually would try that.
Unless you have a climb speed. If you have a climb speed, then you can climb straight up. That's fine.
Wait. I have to check, so
Okay, well, you got about a minute left on your time.
you're not a mariner. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, what else are you going to do on your turn? That was your movement.
He would try to scroll bash in the area.
Scroll bashing the area. Okay, give me an attack roll with disadvantage. And I'm going to count him as having 3/4 cover. That misses.
I would actually use my portent.
Okay. Using your portent, it still misses. Remember, you're trying to beat Lion Fang's AC.
Never mind. I wouldn't use my portent at the time. I just realized why.
Your portent dices are lower than your attack roll.
Yeah.
No, the second. No, right, he had disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage. He was doing it on the second one. Even then, though, it wouldn't raise it by enough, because he would need to roll basically a nat 20 to even hit. And since it's disadvantage, he'd need to roll 2 nat 20. So unless one of his portents was a nat 20, or both of them were. Either way, that was your action. You get 2 scroll bashes as part of your action, right? Because isn't he a multi-attack?
He is still level 3.
No, Lorehold Apprentice, they have a multi-attack, I'm pretty sure, for...
All right!
Yeah, so go ahead and roll
try
your
to
second
use...
scroll bash.
Oh, wait, no, he has to use the second scroll bash.
It has to be the second scroll bash. It's disadvantaged, though.
Damn it!
If one of your portents was a nat 20, you could do it by replacing that lower roll with a nat 20. But
We're so close.
notably, hey, Rattle. If you add a D10 and roll a 10, it will actually be enough to hit. Do you want to try and... Okay, so roll me a D10 and hope you roll high.
Mm.
That's high, but that's not high enough. Okay, you do not hit. And no, he's not wearing any armor. This is an unarmored AC. So, there's no worrying about doing durability and damage on the armor. Okay, that's the end of your turn, unless you have anything as
He's
bonus action.
invisible. How is he hidden from Cathanglas?
He has a passive AC currently of 34.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking out loud. If he's invisible, how could he invisible to cathanglas who has true sight? It's just all.
Because he also has things to prevent divination magic and detection.
Oh, right. And cathanglas is true sight kind of counts as divination. I forgot that.
Kind of, yes. Anyway, Clocksworth, you're up. You got attacked by Dracul. The Imperions are taking almost no damage, and they just said they're not after you, they're after the thing. So, you're not in trouble, but Dracul's pissed at you? You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not in trouble from the Imperium. Dracul's another story.
Dracul just wants the bag.
Sure, I'll give him the damn bag and tell him if he finds any flute to get it out of it.
He would quickly rummage through it.
You can do that on your own turn. Because it will
Okay,
take
fine.
at least an action since it's a bag of holding.
It's the haversack with multiple pockets. So
The haversack is
actually-
multiple bags of holding, so it will take multiple actions to go through all of it. Either way,
Yeah.
what else do you do when you turn Clocksworth? I'll say that took your interaction to give him the haversack.
Okay. Quite frankly, I'm kind of on the fence with with fighting these things because actually, what did they say in this small bit that I was there? Because I saw perception roll and I missed it as a player.
They said they kept repeating one message, and that's, we want the flute.
Okay,
You
it was
either
just,
give it
we want the
willingly
flute.
or we'll take it by force.
Okay, so it was basically give us the flute. We don't care about anything else.
Yeah, and he kept saying that in response to Cathanglas saying, don't hurt him.
Okay.
And they kept saying in the same tone every time, as if it's an automated response. Also, this one that leaped over everyone said he detected where the flute was, regardless of the anti-divination nonsense. So, he thinks that Lion Fang is right here.
Okay, I am curious now. I might
You
get
have
to use.
30 seconds left.
Oh crap! Right. No, not that. Fuck.
That deleted you from the initiative order.
Oh crap. I guess we'll touch that later.
I'll fix that. Give me a second. I just rolled an initiative for you again. Now I have the number back to what it was.
I will cast Fairy Fire in the rough direction that was that Fairy Fire? I think it was Fairy Fire. Fuck.
Interesting. That has a saving throw, if I remember correctly.
I was rushing because of the timer.
It's fine. So you'll cast Fairy Fire. That'll be the last thing on your turn. Go ahead and click the thing for Fairy Fire in your spells.
Yeah, if I remember, it had something to do with invisibility. So
It
I
does.
just
It can reveal invisible creatures.
provided the creatures fail the save, which is Lion Fang. So I highly doubt he would fail it.
Yep, I'll still have him make the saving throw anyway, which, shocker, does mean as a player, you know he is there.
Mhm.
As a player. Because I'm having him make a saving throw at all. It's a dex save, right?
Yep.
Okay. Notably, by the
Oh,
way, there
wait,
is
I
two
could-
saving throws he's not proficient in. Sorry, go ahead.
You can see his magical aura.
No. He doesn't have a magical aura.
Oh, so it doesn't work at all.
No. Because he has stuff right now protecting it. In fact, he's using the spell Nistel's Magic Aura to fool your aura senses. So he appears to be non-magical. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Nistel's Magic Aura exists. I love it as a DM. Because it lets me fuck with players.
Mystic Aura. Can you say the name again?
Nistel's Magic Aura. Nystul.
I wasn't
Okay.
trying to annoy anyone. I was just trying to cover my bases.
Oh, I know.
Sorry.
I know. Yeah. If you type NYSTUL into the compendium, you will see Nistel's magic aura. I'm not going to bring it up myself. You can look it up. It's awesome. But yeah, Lion Fang's using that on himself. In this case, specifically on his own magic aura. So, you do Fairy Fire. You light up the area. He's not lit up. Gerald is up. Gerald looks over and is like, I don't know what to do. Hey, buddy, can you stop attacking our friends? And he would just walk over to Dracul and try to
No.
reason with Dracul.
I
Look,
need to
we're
kill
friends
him.
here, right?
I need to kill Lion Fang, and Fang just get upset immediately.
Why? I mean, if Lion Fang doesn't attack us, why do we need to attack him?
They need to kill him.
Why?
It's the reason why I'm still alive. The
Why?
existence is no longer mine.
Why?
3-year-old tactics.
Gerald is that innocent to do this. He is straight up that innocent and dumb to do this. He kind of just reaches over to try and both pick up Dracul and just kind of hug him / restrain him. So,
Put me down!
give me a strength or dexterity check to try and resist, as he effectively is trying to grapple you.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just going to use Harold since he has the same strength. Athletics. He manages to succeed as you roll in that one. So he keeps you in his face. He's like, just calm down, little buddy. We'll be okay. Calm down. And he ends his turn restraining Dracul. And, actually, he uses his bonus action to pin Dracul. For those of you who don't know what a pin is, this basically means that Dracul now counts as restraint. It's part of the grappler feat, which they have. They have the grappler feat.
Okay. Oh,
Rattle Dark
just
Star.
realized something.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll just say the owl took the dodge action.
Oh, right. We never introduced your owl. We'll introduce
Yeah.
that after this combat. But yeah, your owl took the... Because what the fudge are you going to have your owl do?
Yeah, right now it couldn't do much because I wasn't casting a touch spell and it can't use any offensive action, so I'm just gonna have it do the dodge action.
Yeah, and it currently doesn't have any armor, so it's just an owl. Ronald
Yeah.
Darkstar. You're up. 2 minutes on the clock. Everyone should hold on to something, because I am bringing something big our way. It's good cast tidal wave. Okay.
You're having fun.
You're in the ocean floating.
Uh-oh.
You might capsize the entire fucking boat.
Oh no.
Oh no, okay. You conjure up a wave that crashes down within the area. The area can be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Okay, so it's not that big. It's not tsunami, thankfully. I thought it was tsunami at first. Okay, each creature in the area is supposed to make a dex saving throw. So, what area are you having this cover? Like, where is it originating from? Is it like over here? Or like, is it on the ship itself? Because you're conjuring up the water, so it doesn't need to be connected to pre-existing water. Okay. You're doing it up here. Got it. So, I'm going to go ahead and measure a 30-foot cube. That's 5, 10, 15.
Isn't it 30 by 10? It says 30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
And 10 feet tall. Yeah, this is the cube.
Oh, okay, it's the record.
So it's starting here and just affecting Harold.
So you're doing it. I don't think that's the goal.
Oh, so it hits the two big enemies. Got it. So you're conjuring it over here. The two big enemies who are still stuck in the force cage. They're also being drowned in this. Okay. And each creature in the area must make a dex save. On the failed save, takes 48 bludgeoning is not prone. A successful save takes as much. The water then spreads out on the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames and 30 feet of it. Okay, so I'll have both these Empyreans make a dex save. First one, they're not proficient at dex saves. That's good to know. First one, 25. That saves. Second one, 15. That also saves.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so they take half as much damage. So go ahead and roll me 4d8.
Cathanglas' Wi-Fi is down, apparently.
Uh-oh. That would explain your character sheet nonsense earlier. 18. So 9. So 5, actually, because of resistance. So they each take 5 bludgeoning damage. As the wave washes over them and then starts spreading through every inch of the deck of the ship, washing through people. As the ship is now taking on some water. A lot of water. Bridal Darkstar, that was your action. You have about 30 seconds left. Anything else on your turn? Healing Spirit, if anyone is on our side. It's hurt
on our
Clocksworth is currently hurt. He got hit by Dracul.
Yeah, but the only damage I took, the only damage to my actual
My TV
hit
turned
point.
off.
Oh.
Okay, be aware, stream. The audio is going to sound weird.
I don't have any hit points that can be healed right now. The damage I have on me is from the vital sacrifice and restoring sorcery points and that nonsense.
Okay, I am back. So yeah, my TV turned off, and when I turn it back on, it causes all my windows to readjust. And a lot of you guys already know that.
Yeah, but you kind of need to explain it in this stream just in case someone watches and is like, "What? What is happening?"
Yeah, and it also has a tendency to make the audio very loud for a few moments when that happens too, which is also why I warn about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it switches from TV audio to speaker audio, then back to TV audio. And when it's on speaker audio, it's super loud. For some reason. Anyway, okay, fair enough. That's the end of Rock's turn. Lion Fang's turn again. We're actually at the top of the round again.
Yep, and Lion Fang.
Before that, I'll have everyone roll me a D100.
Okay. I think you might.
These NPCs as well. So.
Depending, you might need to roll for. Okay, now. Okay.
4, 5, 6. You're rolling for all of your characters.
Okay.
I'm rolling 70-100. I rolled a funny number. Yes, you rolled 69. Okay, so um everyone who got a 25 or below, so that's Cathanglas and Clocksworth. Cathanglas, Clocksworth, both of you hear some unearthly music inside of your head. And I will have both of you give me wisdom save.
Okay.
Cathanglas, you vaguely remember the tune, and it haunts you. Clocksworth, you never heard it before. Yes, we see the rolls. Oh, Clocksworth's not affected by this thing. Double crits.
The highest it could be.
Mm-hmm. Cathanglas, however, knows this tune, and it's bringing back lots and lots of horrible memories.
Oh crap! I need to check something. I need to roll something real quick for myself.
Okay. Then why didn't it roll twice? Also, why do you have advantage? Okay. Go ahead and roll again then. Okay, you still fail. So, you, however, recognize the tune, Cathanglas. And you begin to get some haunting memories back. Memories you don't want. Memories you never wanted. You didn't want this. You didn't want any of this. And you are going to be taking some unresistible psychic damage as you get flashback to a song that has plagued your nightmares ever since that fateful day. You take 32 psychic damage. And this damage cannot be healed until you take a long rest. Or resist it. It's not a spell. So no, Rattle, you cannot count a spell, because it's not a spell.
Plus, what creature would you be targeting?
True. You'd have to be targeting a creature in the process of casting a spell, and no creature in here is in the entire process of casting a spell.
Maybe it could be Lion Fang casting a spell, but you're not seeing him, so.
Yeah, you don't see him. So.
John Cena. Sorry. The random he's John Cena got me really well.
Oh, that is funny. Let me check something. Currently, I have Struggle in the Jungle as the music, by the way. Which is, this music is what I currently have going. I shall make you my friend and call you Jimmy. Anyway. I'm checking damage on something. Okay, so yeah, as you begin to get haunting melody, the thing is, it's not just get inflicting damage, it makes you want to seek out something. Like you want to play this song. You feel you want to, but you can't. You also feel you can't do it with anything that you own now. So, it will be at the top of the turn with Lion Fang. who reveals himself at this point. Let me move that thing. But reveals himself and says, "You Empyreans bore me. I've slayed hundreds of your kind at this point. Just get out of here." And he snaps his fingers and casts Dark Star at the one in front of him. Let me go ahead and show you guys what Dark Star is. I thought I had it in the sheet already.
I think I would be too confused for that situation to try to counterspell this spell I don't know anything about.
Yep, especially because he's using Subtle Spell.
Okay.
So he's casting this on the Empyrean directly in front of him in a 40-foot sphere centered on it, which is going to hit parts of the ship, too. So, as this happens, you see a black dot appear on the Empyrean's chest and then expand suddenly as there's just a vortex of pure darkness just engulfing the entirety of the Empyrean in front of him and pieces of the ship, including the wheel, and all of you feel like you're being slowly sucked towards the center of this dark sphere. However, it's not strong enough. Well, actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and read this. So, this spell creates a sphere at a point you choose within range. The sphere can have a radius. The area counts as magical darkness. For the duration, the spell's effect is difficult terrain. A creature's dark vision can't be seen into it or through it, and no light can illuminate it. No sound can be created within or pass through the area. Any creature object directly inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside. Casting a spell that includes a robot is impossible inside there. Any creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Okay, so it's not sucking anyone else in, but turn there must take 8d10 force damage on a failed save. Has one success. A creature's reduced to 0 is disintegrated. So I'm guessing kind of a spell. And yes, it is a spell, but it's subtle spell. However,
he was.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think he was making a joke for the fact that part of his name is Dark Star.
Yeah.
So I am kind of a spell, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you are kind of a spell. So you cast Dark Star on this Empyrean. You cast Rattle. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the... actually, I'm going to roll the saving throw, but it's probably not going to matter. What kind of saving throw is it? Dex? Actually, first time on it. Enter the spell's area for the first time. So it will take the damage now and take the damage at the start of its turn. So, con save? No. Okay, so it's taking the full 8d10. And yes, the full 8d10, because Lion Thing has a thing that prevents you from having resistances or immunities to his types of damage.
Yeah, I remember, but Rattle wasn't, so probably useful for him.
So he lost 40 health.
Well, at least the circle is probably not 40 feet, otherwise he would basically cast it on himself.
Oh, it is 40 feet. Let me go ahead and make it actually be a 40-foot circle. Actually, let me make it be a filled-in circle now I think about it.
Yeah, because it's darkness anyways.
That's not even a circle. What the hell? That's an oval at best.
Bonk.
Here's the circle.
Okay.
However, you notice that he's not done. As you notice that, like, you heard this large snapping sound as this thing appears. However, there seems to be a bunch of other snapping sounds as he repeatedly casts Dark Star on it. He has a lot of action. And he casts Dark Star another 10 more times. And I'm not even going to bother to roll. It gets... well, actually, I'll roll 80 d10.
72. 10 more times, right. 80.
And it'll also take another 88 d10 at the start of its turn, too, don't forget. It can't possibly make the saving throw. Cathanglas, he hears what Cathanglas is saying and says, "You can't stop me, brother. I'm not pulling from the weave for this. This is my own power." He completely disintegrates he not only completely disintegrates the Empyrean, he completely disintegrates that entire chunk of the ship. All of the ship that's inside of that sphere is just gone. Like, you do not pass go, you do not collect $200, and it's just gone. And then he looks to the others and other Empyreans and says, "This will be you if you don't leave." And ends his turn. Cool, your turn. Lion Fang's gotten a bit stronger, and he's learned from his mistakes. Dracul will attack Lion Fang. Dracul has to make it up to him. So, how is he going to get up the stairs? Because, are you going to try and leap or climb or fly? What are you going to try to do? Okay. Do you have a natural flight speed, or are you using your armor's flight? No, Oh.
A or B, yes. Okay. Yeah, if Cathanglas' Wi-Fi is down, he's probably having to type on a phone, which isn't super fast.
Yeah, apologies that you have to do that. Okay, so it's alright, you don't have to type that fast. Kath, I don't think he's going to change. Lion Thing has a response to that, but we'll wait until his turn. Lion Thing just kind of looks over at Rattle and gives him a cold stare. As Dracul, you fly over to Lion Fang and go to slash at him. What do you do as your attack? Do you do a slash? Do you do a gun attack? What do you do? Fun fact, by the way, Kyanna does that a lot. She types fast on her phone a lot. I just thought that was kind of a neat fact.
Well, because it's a crit, it hits.
Yep, it's a crit, so it hits. Roll me damage.
Actually, no. Dimagorgon. I don't know what that is.
Okay, the magic weapon grants a +1 bonus to attack damage rolls. Away with it and returns to the wielder. After it's used to make a range. Okay, fair enough. So you attack with this. Let's roll damage. That is a lot of damage. Do you have any sort of things that cut through immunities or resistances? No worries. Oh, right. He's not using the Gambler's Cane. He's using the Dwarven Metal Greatsword. That's what it is. What does the Blood Curse do? Does it stop immunities? Or does it just reduce them to resistance? Or something?
If he amplifies it, assuming it's the same as mine.
Okay. Yes, it's the same as yours. So, Surtur, does it lower it to resistance or just remove it entirely?
It can lower it to resistance.
Okay.
If you amplify it.
So, he is amplifying it.
I'm assuming he does.
Yeah. So, normally Lion Fang would take no damage from that. In this case, Lion Fang does take some damage to it, damage from it, because you amplified it. So, he'll take half. That is 25, so that's 35. 35, 41, half, so that is 20. Does he have any more reductions? No, because he's not wearing any sort of armor, so yeah, he just takes 20 damage. And you slice into him, and you feel it hit into his scales and find purchase, but he just looks over at you and says, he just looks over at you with like a really look. Like he's not even phased. Do you have a second attack, or is that your thing? Because you have 30 seconds left in your turn. Second attack. That's also a crit. More damage. Does the amplify stay until the end of the target's next turn? Okay.
So for one turn, his slashing and radiant immunities become resistance.
Yep. Okay. So that's another, let's see, 27 plus 14, so that is 41. 45 divided by 2 is 23. 17. Takes a little bit more damage. But cool, is that the end of your turn? Is there anything else you'll ever be doing on your turn other than just yelling at him? You will die trying, and then you'll come back and die trying again. Little pest. Oh, he does bonus action tunneler. Fuck you. Got it. Tunnel fighter. Royal Darkstar says, Dracul, enough of this fighting. And with that, we will progress to Cathanglas' turn. Cathanglas, you're up.
Wasn't Dracul raging?
Yes.
Okay, I forgot
Okay,
that
so he
rage does.
adds some more damage to that. Right. So that was 8 additional damage over the course of those attacks, which means that's 4 additional damage. So really, he should I'd be down to that number, which is slightly less. Thank you. You forgot to add the damage in. Cathanglas says, I agree, please. I agree. Please, brother, cease this madness. I'm reading it out because they're on phone. What else does Cathanglas do? You have become stronger than me. I don't even know what I am. I lost a lot. Lion Fang doesn't respond right now. Oh, I realized I never deleted the Imperion here.
Even the corpse is gone. Is disintegrated. So.
Yep. This is refreshing. Fine, I can end the parade. And with that, Lion Fang will end combat there, actually. As he waves his hands and makes the other two Imperions disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And unless Dracul wants to keep fighting, combat will be over at this point. With this, the dark spears disappear, and Lionfang begins repairing the ship. Oh, by the way, Lionfang wasn't the proper size. Lionfang was supposed to be this big. Just FYI. I forgot to put that for a while. Dracul is still actively trying to attack Lionfang while Lionfang is just regenerating and repairing the ship, ignoring him.
And apparently Cathanglas is holding Dracul back.
Yeah, while Rattle is also holding Dracul back.
There are two people actively holding Dracul back.
Yeah, I've been doing some thinking, brother. There is a chance I wanted to... I now know how it feels to lose so much. I'm sorry. There is a chance if I wanted to be evil, I'd have him stab Cathanglas. Lion Fang would turn to the rest of you, and especially to Cathanglas. Actually, he would first turn to Dracul, and then to Cathanglas, and say, do you really want to try and settle this peacefully? At this point, I've been so through the ringer, I'm willing to talk. Though it seems your little friend here isn't. Zokurai teleports up and aims a gun at Lionfang's head and says, I don't buy that for a fucking second. Lionfang, it is nice to meet you too, Rattle Darkstar says, completely ignoring Zokurai.
Well, Zokurai is apparently making an attack roll.
No, he just has his gun aimed at Lionfang.
No, not Zokurai, Dracul, sorry. I think that was Dracul who made an attack roll.
Yeah, Dracul made the attack roll. He missed.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, he didn't do any damage.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he's actively attacking Lionfang over and over, and either doing nothing or Lionfang's just regenerating off the damage. I did already state that. So I already assumed that he's actively...
No, cathanglas. I think Dracul is trying to attack cathanglas. That's trying to hold him.
Oh, I thought you were trying to attack Lionfang.
He's in his way.
Lionfang would look to Dracul and say, "Down, dog," and cast Hold Monster on him.
Didn't you say Dracul had freedom of movement?
He does. And
Okay.
he goes, no, and it's like, fine, I can fix that. Brother, do I have permission to humble Dracul the way you did me? He smirks, and then looks over, grabs Dracul, pulls out a small knife, and then stabs Dracul in the chest, blowing away his armor in one shot. As I'm going to roll damage on this.
An armor destroying dagger. That sounds funny.
So, this dagger does a boatload of damage because this is something made by Lionfang specifically. However, it's made to be a one-time use thing. He tried recreating the Jasmine dagger, and he made a version that works, but it's one-time use. Let me go look at the stats of the Jasmine dagger.
I am now curious if Zokurai would pick up on that afterwards.
Oh yeah, Zokurai would know. Wait a minute, isn't that? And then he just stabs Dracul with it. So let me look at the Jasmine dagger. He's just going to take Dracul to a medical bed. No, Rattle. He ripped it out of your control first. Anyway, so what is Dracul's level, actually?
I would assume 9, but I think this is probably gonna answer. Yeah, 9.
How many epic boons does he have? I think it's like 5. Isn't it 5? Okay, 4. 4. We'll go with 4. Okay, so that's bumping that up by that amount. Fun fact, the Jasmine Dagger does more damage the more epic boons you have too.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
It's something that's not written in the thing. It's something I was going to write here. It just hasn't been relevant till now.
I mean, we didn't see the dagger in like 6 months.
Yeah. Okay, so... Let's just roll this. So it will do this much damage and triple damage to objects. 200. You took 269 damage, Dracul. And your armor took triple that. Yeah. However, it's not the actual Jasmine dagger, so Dracul can still come back thanks to his Revenant abilities. Because it doesn't actually have the god-killing property. It just has some of the more damage the stronger the target is thing. So, Dracul, Lionfang now tosses the limp body of Dracul and says, I know he'll be back. He's a revenant. He can't permanently die. We just have to wait for him to return. But anyway, with that pest out of the way, we can talk. And I'll put on some different music. How about tense negotiations music? That works. Here's the music.
35.
Okay. Cathanglas, you bastard! Dracul said he's dead. I'm sorry, you guys. people can change, right? Can I put him once they're closed? Yeah, you can restrain him in the medical wing once he's out. He will come back to life soon enough. Soon enough being hours, by the way. I haven't checked the Revenant thing, but it'll be a few hours, so it will probably be after the session. Which, by the way, at this point, if you want, we can all take a small break because it's been
3 hours.
3 hours. Actually, been longer than I thought. So, if you guys want to take a small break to go grab water and stuff, that's fine. If you want to call it here, that's fine. But I kind of want to do the negotiations. What do you guys think? Clocksworth?
We can continue.
Okay.
I don't have any problem with that.
Alright, so I'm going to take a small break. I'll be back. I need to go grab some water.
Okay.
15-minute water break for everyone. Huzzah. Then when we get back, I also need to go to the bathroom. And then when we get back, I'll decide what to do. Oh yeah, we're going to probably end it with the negotiation. Back, but I still need to go to the bathroom. Hopefully by the time I'm back, his Wi-Fi will be. I'm back.
Come back.
Thank you. So, yes. A lot happened.
Yeah.
Now we're in a very interesting situation.
Yeah, cathanglas said, yeah, maybe I should stay away from Dracul. And I was like, I think I might need it be in that list too. which because I'm supposed to be in the med bay where Dracul is currently, that might not be a good long-term decision.
It might not, no. While I'm here, I might as well go look up exactly how long it takes for a revenant to come back, because I don't remember offhand. And that might be relevant. So, fun fact: the only reason why Lion Fang did what he did is one, because it felt good, but two, because he knew Dracul would come back. Like, he did what he did specifically, not trying to fully kill Dracul, because like it wouldn't matter, and that he didn't want to just excessively kill for the sake of killing. He's changed a little bit. He used to want to. As Cathanglas pointed out, he's changed a bit. Where the hell? Oh, right. Unearthed Arcana. That's why. Revenant. If you die, you return to life within 24 hours after death. If your body is destroyed, you reform within 1 mile. If your death had a spot determined by the DM. Okay, in this case, the body isn't destroyed. The armor was, but the body is not. It had a hole punched through it, but it wasn't destroyed. So yeah. Let's do this. Is everyone ready to continue? Or do people still want to take a longer break?
I'm fine with continuing. Yeah, if there's someone not here, then
Yep, I'm fine with it too. Let me lower the audio on something real quick. Yeah, let me just lower. Because I noticed that my music is a little loud for people. Or rather, it's a little loud for my audio. Let me go ahead and lower my music volume.
Rattle is fun continuing.
Okay. Is
Oh, I
Cathanglas
guess.
fun?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So I guess there's just Cathanglas to make sure.
Okay, Cathanglas, you still here?
Okay, does it work now?
Yay!
I haven't been realizing that I've been speaking and you haven't been hearing me.
Nope!
Oh god.
How long have you been talking?
About a half hour.
One! Go ahead and can you repeat some of what you said?
Yeah. And also, I said, first things first, I said, I have been playing this for a long time. This is basically, Dracul wanted him dead, but Cathanglas wants to keep his brother safe.
Yeah.
And I basically been playing this with Bug for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I want to continue this.
He's an assistant DM, so he's allowed. Also, by the way, if you're wondering what Lion Fang's speed is, his speed is 90 feet.
Also, yeah, Lion, the only effect is Dracul legit thinks that Cathanglas is a traitor now.
Oh, yeah. And that's gonna have ramifications for the campaign. Because Lion Fang specifically waited for Cathanglas to give him the okay. And Cathanglas
I want you to equate this to a Snowgrave moment.
No, it wasn't the Snowgrave moment. It was the Flowey Kara genocide moment. Where it was waiting for the player to press the button to confirm that that was happening. Like, you remember? Do you know that moment, by the way?
Yeah, and I want to make sure it was like clear that Cathanglas restrained until the end, or just do it.
Yeah. And again, as I said before, Lion Fang only did it because he knew that Dracul would not permanently die. And that Dracul was just being annoying. Yeah, so, anyway, is there anything else that you said during your break that we need to cover before we get back into it?
As far as I know, no.
Okay. Zokurai is pissed off right now. Zokurai, at first, it's like pissed off, you bastard. Then he stops, thinks about it, and he kind of just shrugs. But he does get away from Lion Fang. So, Lion Fang, the flashback in. Currently, everyone is below decks or on the stairs, and Lion Fang is standing up above decks, repairing the damage he caused to this section of the ship with the mending spell and some raw
And
materials
Cathanglas would,
pulling from his back.
Cathanglas would be helping him.
Oh. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Sorry, someone was leaving on my end.
It's quite a bit. Lion Fang would just look at you for a moment and then go back to what he was doing, letting this happen. You're actually currently standing where there would be an open pit. So you'd be standing over here and you'd be both working your way inside.
Mm-hmm.
As there's about 3 levels of the ship that are just torn into.
You know there's a thing called holding back, right?
Yeah, you know there's a thing called ending it quickly, right, brother?
Yes, I know that too well.
You like setting things peacefully, but honestly, you take way too fucking long to do it sometimes. Sometimes people just won't listen. In face of someone that won't listen, needs to die. Besides, if he walks over to a bunch of what looks to be glittering dust on the ground, says, I also wanted to make this. He puts it into a pouch, and then surprisingly, tosses the bag to Zokurai. There's more angelic dust for you. Zokurai doesn't know how to react to this.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Laura, now, can we please just talk about this?
Yeah. If I wasn't wanting to talk, I would have done that to you.
I know you couldn't.
I could do that right now to all of you, if I wanted to, but I don't, because, well, otherwise I wouldn't. What would you all have done to stop me? The only one that could is Silvestro, but I've learned, and I know how to beat him now.
Cathanglas looks directly in his eyes. I know you can't. As much as you want to, there's still some hesitation, isn't there?
Well, no shit, Sherlock. I was making a point that I could if I wanted to. I'm just not doing so because there's that hesitation, and also because I'm not... because of things.
You know I still care about you, right?
Shut up.
Thank you. What is sun without the moon, after all?
I wonder why everyone else is just standing around not saying anything.
No, you said. Oh, sorry.
That was Lion Thing that said that, by the way, commenting on the fact that all of you guys are just sitting here listening.
Well, you said earlier that everyone else was on a lower place of the ship.
As in, they're on the main...
Yeah, Rattle's gone!
And we're on a raised platform. Because remember, the stairs.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
I thought you meant down the stairs, so that's why I wasn't saying anything, because I was like, oh, I guess, yeah, my character could,
I meant like,
leave these two alone.
I meant like Lion Thing is up here, and you guys are here. That's
okay.
Because there's stairs. It's about 10 feet higher.
Rattle's the only one that's not here because he's tending to the wounds.
Yeah, and Krakul's obviously not here, for obvious reasons.
Okay, yeah.
Says,
Krakul does, Cathanglas does know the way to need to get stronger.
don't worry, by the way, I didn't kill the other 2 Imperions. I sent them away back to their home. They'll probably be back tomorrow. They always They
I
want
know,
something
I'm familiar
have.
with that. Whether I've seen it, I know what it is.
I know you can
I
hear
remember
the
when we
song
both
in-
had it together.
So what's that flute they were after?
Yes.
The flute summons the Trask.
The what?
Cathanglas would just say. Back in Strixhaven, there was an exhibit where they kept a lot of special materials. People took that together.
Huh.
You're getting this confused with something else, but this is in the restricted section of Strixhaven. Remember?
What?
We used to snuck
Yes.
into there to go look at peeks at the Necronomicon.
Cathanglas actually looks embarrassed. I'm trying with the Necronomicon. I didn't look at it.
You evidently liked the Living Mighty book because you thought it was a threat.
It does sound like it's English.
I think Glocksworth's a laughing character too. Lion Thing would
What are-
chuckle and say, "Seems you've never actually changed." Though, I can tell you have, but not in those ways.
I'm not my full soul after all.
You're more you than you.
People keep on saying that, but I'm starting to doubt what I really am.
Okay.
Who I am, what I am.
You've never needed to know what.
Cathanglas would just take off his hood to show the how his hordes currently look. So
Lion
much has
Thing isn't
changed
the-
about me. So much has changed about me.
Well, I'm not interested in you right now. And he looks over at Clockwork. I
Why
came here because
Clockwork?
of him.
Hi.
Believe it or not, brother, I didn't come here because of you.
What does he have to offer?
More than you realize. It's why I started spending. It's why I came to visit him in the ship. I made sure no one saw me. I stalked around. He and I had to talk. And then we made an agreement. Didn't we, Clockwork?
I am, as a player, I am having a blank about the exact part of that agreement.
The agreement was that there's two agreements. One, that we're friends. And that you can trust him. And two, was that he would help you out if you let him spend time in the haversack that he provides as a way to covertly watch your group. Those are the two agreements.
Yeah.
Both
Okay,
of which
thanks
you-
for the reminder.
Yeah, so
Thanks for the
out of
reminder.
character, that's what they are. In character, how does Clockwork react?
Yeah, although would have been nice to know about you being tracked like that by these things.
To be fair, I was hoping the Imperions wouldn't find me in there, but it seems they know everywhere that damn is.
You know that to be true. They will constantly find you because of that flute.
Yeah, and they'll constantly die because of that flute.
Why do you even need it?
He closes his eyes, and you see him physically tense up. It seems like you struck a nerve.
Cathanglas would actually try to place his hand on his shoulder.
Zokarai would teleport over to Cathanglas and put an arm in front of you and say, Don't get closer to that guy. We can't trust him. I don't care if he's your brother. We can't trust him. The Lion Thing would look over at Zokurai and say, "Why? You're as trustworthy as I am."
Believe it or not, after all these years, I still have faith.
Yeah. The prodigy child will always succeed in every fucking thing he does.
I'm a prodigy child, but I couldn't do anything with that freaking flesh thing.
You could have done plenty.
Yet I couldn't. I let him die. I was weak.
He was destined to die. I thought your patron goddess told you.
Still not fair.
Yeah, well, life's not fair. Suck it. You think I was treated fairly? Ever?
I tried to help you.
You did, Jack.
Every time I try to help on celebrating both of us. Not my fault if they kept on choosing me.
And you're acting like it's my fault? You kept trying to get them to like me, and they only ever pretended to because I was with you. And it's what you wanted. I never got anything unless I took it. The only thing I have is my own power. And it's the only thing that makes anyone respect me anymore.
Starting to
So
understand
it's
you
the
more
only
than I
thing I
hope.
have left. And with that, he's done mending everything. And he hops back down onto the deck with a thump. And just kind of sits down on the floor, cross-legged. He pulls back his hood to reveal his head. Which, this is the first time all of you are seeing his face properly without the armor on. He has turquoise blue eyes, pale blue skin, and a darker blue set of what looks to be kind of like dreads, but not quite dreads, that are going back down his back, that seem to be a changed version of what would be draconic scales. And he has very thick eyebrows. And lots of clear scarring on his face, around his cheeks and jawbone, as if he took a lot of blows there.
Just don't want to be alone again.
Yeah, I know. You're not alone. Look at all these people around you. Look at everyone who's spending time with you. You can't even pretend to tell me you're alone. It's not even like our father is dead or anything. And you have Silvestro. It's not even like you don't have our family.
I saw
You
version of
have
my
far
father
more
die.
than me, and you're the one complaining.
I'm not complaining.
Yes, you are. You're saying, I don't want to be alone. I want to settle things peacefully. I don't want you to do this. I don't want that. Why should I care what you want?
Because no matter what, we are brothers.
Family is determined by bond, not by blood. As far as I'm concerned, we're only brothers in blood.
He's just listen to me for a second, Laura. Now,
Anyway. I'm not here to fight, so... Besides, I know if I started fighting, that certain green dragon would step in. The one who's not showing his face, but I don't want him to be fair. He hears Sebastian pipe up below decks. I'm always here. I can't do this.
Bro.
Hmm.
Harold and Gerald don't really know what to think. How is Edward reacting?
Edward actually tries to go for cathanglas.
Kai walks up above deck. He walks up through the door, is drunk, holding a bottle, sees Lion Thing, turns around, and closes the door. He just nopes the fuck out of there.
Damn it, I can lead this ship better.
However, there is someone who does show up here to interrupt your little meeting. Strongheart makes his appearance
Ah!
as he comes above deck and says, "What is all this? You."
I'm surprised he didn't come up earlier when the when the
crashes happened.
well when the crashes happen. Even then, I feel that the paladin would be one of the most likely to realize that there's some divine like thing on the ship.
The doors were being like blocked.
As the DM, he was asleep.
Okay.
Also, auras were being blocked, as Bug said.
Dixie.
Yeah.
Stop.
And the paladin says, "You," and rushes over to stab Lion Thing in the gut with his Holy Avenger.
Oh! They just actually should actually run to protect him.
Give me a dex save or a give me either acrobatics or a dex save. One of the two.
Public.
You manage to dive away in time, but barely, and he ends up stabbing you instead. As you get stabbed with this holy blade, it hits the Ethereum crystal in your chest, and there's a resonant blast of radiance of both blue and yellow that cascades through the entire boat, blinding everyone here who isn't immune to blindness.
So probably everyone not wearing the mask currently.
Which is
Edward.
everyone. Because the only one wearing the mask currently is Zokarat, as far as I'm aware.
Look, we're in Cathanglas, actually.
Oh, yeah, Cathanglas is also wearing the mask.
I'm being reminded of in the first Avengers movie when Thor's hammer hit Captain America's shield.
Yeah, that's effectively what happened. Are you immune to radiant damage, Cathanglas?
Actually checking. Yes.
Are you immune to magical slashing?
Think I'm not anymore.
Double check.
No. Magical
Okay.
slashing, no. Regular slashing, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to roll just the slashing. Because I don't need to roll all the radiant damage, this doesn't matter. Plus... I'm not even going to roll the attack. There, you take this much magical slashing from the paladin. Were you going to say something, Diana? Dermot? I thought I heard you talking.
It's that, 30... 9, I think? 38.
I just rolled, it's 33.
I was checking to see how much that's minused.
Okay, yeah, 38. Got it. As, you take the blow and he looks at you and goes, what are you? And then he notices, like, oh, you were the one I was sent to seek out. Why are you protecting him?
I would say for the first time ever, cathanglas actually cough up blood.
And the blood that you cough up is a mixture of, it's light blue in coloration and glowing for anyone that sees it.
Not blinded.
Sure, you're blinded, so you don't see this. Notably, the paladin is also blinded.
He's just striking blood!
No, he's not striking anyone. He stopped when he hit you. And he still recognized you because of the crystal in your chest, even with his blindness. Because he could sense you. And because his god said, that's the person.
I want to keep my brother safe.
Your brother. And then Lion Fang just sighs and says, great, another fucking problem. Alright, I'm gonna be out of here for now. You go ahead and sort that out. I'm gonna go. And he just teleports away for now.
Why would it let me take damage?
It shows the damage on my end.
It shows it on my end too.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Either way, so the paladin is now here. The blindness, by the way, only lasts until the end of the paladin's next turn. So it goes away pretty quickly.
Okay.
Wanted to see me?
My god, Veradros sent me on a quest to go meet you in person. I heard you were trapped in the Void Ocean, so I joined this party, you could call it, to go rescue you, but it seems you made your own way out, from what I heard. Have you become corrupted as I thought you would be?
I am not corrupted.
Why would you make such a creature as that friend?
Because it was modeled after the people around our home. The material to make them was not that. It was the only one I had.
At least it's seeking redemption.
Try to offer protection to others. After all, I did make an agreement to someone. No matter how big or how small, everyone deserves to be protected.
So, I agree, first off. Second, I hear you are a supposed prophet of a new faith.
Yes, in a way.
What do you mean, in a way?
I don't like calling myself a prophet, but I did find a religion.
My God referred to you as a prophet. If he declares you as one, then you are one. You may know him. His name is Veradros.
This is the thing you wanted me to see. This is the person you wanted me to see after all, isn't it?
I am here as a representative of Veradros and a representative of the Luminescence.
Cathanglas would immediately stop when he hears luminescent. M?
Don't you
Not
know?
him.
Veradros is the patron god of the Luminescence.
That never came up in our multiple meetings.
The Luminescent leader doesn't seem to talk much about it. Just as he doesn't give his name. But yes, our faith is based on the divine light, the divine fire, the light of Veradros.
Well, I agree with that belief because I have a fire inside me too. I refuse to let that go out.
I have heard you pray to a different form of divine light. Is that connected to this blood I see coming out of you?
Yes, don't mind that. It's gonna be healed in a couple moments.
It'll take less than that. And he puts his hand on you, and you sanctified lay on hands, and you immediately regain all your hit points. As he has a crazy high pool of healing. He has like 100 points of healing he can distribute.
I mean, yeah, Lay on Hands is 5 times your level, so if it's a level 20, he has a pool of 100.
Oh, sorry, he has 200, because Sanctified Lay on Hands is double that, actually. If they're in the Epic Boon, you get double your what it normally is, so it'd be 4 times his level. I forgot, it's actually 200. Which is funny, because he only has... because it only shows him as having a small amount of HP, I forgot to change his HP, but yeah, technically he actually has more healing than his maximum health. Which is funny.
See, if we're talking about the Phantom, long ago, my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather saw a
Spare
creature
me.
called...
Spare me the story. We can talk about it another time. I sense there is something else that needs to be discussed first.
There's a point I've been having to bring together my belief in my church and the luminescence. We all strive for one goal, after all. So
That
why
is
not let's
not
unite?
what I mean. And he pulls out his sword, which you see cathanglas for the first time, is a mighty Holy Avenger blade that is also sentient, from what you can see.
Is that Sting?
No, it is steel, and I challenge you to a duel, and that's where we'll end the session. So, we're ending the session on him challenging Cathanglas to a one-on-one duel. Prove his faith. To prove the validity of this new faith. So yes, he's acting as a champion of the Luminescence and a champion of Beradros, fighting the strongest member of the Astral Fire, which is Cathanglas himself.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah!
I wasn't kidding when that is Cathanglas' goal to unite both the luminescence and the astrofire.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why this is happening is because he's trying to declare a new sub-religion of Beradros, the religion of Beradros, which is the religion of the sacred fire or the sacred light. Divine fire, divine light. It has a bunch of different names. And one of the traditions is that if you want to have an officially established sub-religion of this, or worse, if you want to have a officially established religion separate from it, you must survive the trial of divine fire, which is literally a battle where he unleashes the full might of Beradros on you. And if you survive and prove that you can hold your own and fight back, then you are considered worthy.
I'm still worthy.
Basically, yeah, we'll see if Cathanglas is worthy to lead his own religion.
Is that going to be
in
done in
the
the
eyes
side
of
session
man.
or a main?
Sorry, go ahead.
Be done in the side session or a main session?
Oh, that will be in the next main session. This will be in the next main session. Unless you guys want downtime, we can delay the duel a little bit, but honestly, I'm fine with there being no downtime.
Actually, I would. Only thing I would do is rebuild the Phantom, and that's it.
Which, that won't work for other reasons. Either way, Foxworth, what were you gonna say?
I don't see how there would be downtime there unless... Yeah, it might be postponed by like a day or something.
Yeah,
I just
like
realized
a week at most.
I just realized next timeline one session will be April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
So
yeah.
are we moving it to 12?
I might move the next timeline one session to the 12th because I think I want to do something special for April Fool's Day. I don't know. Do you guys want to do something special for April Fool's Day?
No.
No.
Is that a no, Kayan?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
fair enough. We don't have to do anything special for April Fool's Day. This is going to be a fun little one-shot adventure. But Anyhow,
Let's hope technology is better this April Fool's Day than the last one.
oh God, don't remind me. Anyway, so thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are, and I'll talk to everyone later.